Yo, 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 what's up, everyone, man? How's everyone doing? Uh, Testing one, two, three. Can everybody hear me?
Yeah, you coming in? I can hear you.
Okay, cool, cool. All right, man. So, welcome to Reckless Reviews with your host, M3, and the Sophisticated Jerk here on Knowledge and Relationships on YouTube and other platforms as well. Um, Shout outs to Sophisticated Jerk for, always like sticking around with these lovely video topics. And today, man, we're gonna be talking about Drea Michelle, man, and how she trapped this young NBA player, man, Jalen Green. Now she about to
Oh,
have a baby by him,
mm.
and it's more to it, because why is like such a big topic? Well, let's see. Jalen Green, sorry, not Jalen Green, Drea Michelle, she's 39 years old. Okay, she's like my age. She has a 22-year-old son. Okay, he's 22, but her son is the same age as her new baby daddy. So yeah, you know, um, and of course, like she had a instant history in her past, which, in everyone else's opinion, she pretty much hit the wall, and so she pretty much had to settle for someone who is younger so she could finesse. So let's go ahead, man. We're going to dive into this topic because I think it's so important to get into it. But Sophisticated Jerk, man, you have anything that you want to add on to it before we go ahead and play the clip?
Yeah, just real quick, man. Like you said, 39 years old, got her 22-year-old NBA player, got knocked up by him. Same
Mm.
age as her son, man. So just ratchet as hell, just to sum it up. But yeah, we can jump in this clip.
All right, for sure, man, for sure. All right, man. So, in all acts of fair use content, yeah, we're going to definitely, and we're going to play this for you, lovely people. We're going to pause it every now and then, periodically. As soon as I get to, there we go. Let's go ahead and play it. Hmm.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Impressive Channel. 39-year-old Drea Michelle announced that she is having a baby with the 22-year-old basketball player Jalen Green. And Drea is getting dragged for filth, y'all. Now, when the Shade Room reposted her announcement, a lot of people had a lot of things to say. This one comment said, "I'm 30 and would scream if a 22-year-old tried to talk to me. Where is your mama, little boy? Nah, this ain't it. This is disgusting. And I hope us women give her the same energy we gave Marcus Houston. If the tables were turned and it was a 21-year-old young woman, we would drag that man from DC to California in these comments. I have 4 boys, so this irks my soul. But she wanted to come up. But as old folks say, all money ain't good money."
First, I gotta say, like, shout outs to the content creator, Impressive. Thank you for providing this type of content because, like, the world needs to really grasp understanding. And here's the thing: I'm glad that one of the people who comment also pointed out that, yeah, we had a lot of smoke for Marquise Houston, 4-year old man. No, actually, I think he's over 40, but
Yeah, he up there in age, man.
yeah, but you got married to like a 19-year-old woman, so um, and had a baby by her as well too. So a lot of people will try to frown, make the guy apologize and shame him, but he did the right things. He is a Jehovah Witness person, and you know, um, he did what he did, spiritually, faithfully. So you can't knock the man for that. But let's go ahead. We're gonna continue.
As a 23-year-old who wouldn't even date a 22-year-old, I'm very intrigued at what she sees in him as a 40-year-old woman. So, is she a creep and a groomer, or are we going to keep the same energy because she's a woman?
Mm.
Ain't her man the same age as her son? That's so weird. The F? This man literally going to have a 10-year-old child and a 50-year-old baby mom. She's 39 with a 22-year-old baby daddy. Wow, I'm 32 and I could never mess with a 22-year-old. Don't care how much money he got. She's weird as heck for this. Pregnant by a 22-year-old when you're pushing 40 is insane. Having a baby by a man the same age as your son is nasty work, but congrats. She ought to be arrested. And there were a lot more comments than that. People were going in on Drea, and she deserves it. I mean, Drea is pathetic. The age difference is one thing. And yes, I know older men date younger women all the time. Older women date younger men all the time. It happens, but it still doesn't make it less weird. And it's even weirder that she intentionally got pregnant by him, which is why I call her pathetic. And also, she's desperate. She trapped Jalen out of desperation because she knows that she couldn't get a man, a successful man her age. They wouldn't take her seriously.
Just real quick shout outs, man. Shout outs to my cousin Marquise. Love you, my cousin. Thank you for tuning in on the I was gonna say Twitch, but on the IG gang side. We do have some early comments, so I do definitely wanna give a shout outs to this other brother as well. I don't know why my Mac is tripping right now. Oops. Hold on.
Let me see if I think I can pull him up.
Okay.
So Copper Aborigine. So,
Yeah.
okay. You want me to go ahead and read that, man?
Oh, yeah. Feel free to, man. Thank you.
All right. He said the young man knew what he was getting into. The example's been out here for years, being told by and shown by older brothers who were young themselves and got caught up. Jalen messed with Jezebel. Facts. My man spitting game right here. All right. He got another comment up in here. So now she got her hooks in him unless he takes her to court for full custody of his child and is the better parent of this child because he the one with the means to prove his child with a better life. So yeah, he definitely got more bread than Drea Michelle. And the last one, she's out here slitting it up. And I think my man meant to say slutting it, but we get the we get the gist to that. So now she caught her a younger one. She'll be going in her DMs and y'all fall for that BS. She's raggedy and dusty now. She wants him to commit to her. Man, please. Copper spitting facts out here.
Right. Shout out to Copper, man. I he came on, I guess, last night while people are waiting for the show to begin. I wish he had came in the morning, but so he could definitely, get that recognition. But definitely shout outs to Copper, man, for the facts that he's spitting. And everybody else that's tuning in to our Knowledge Relationships, salutes to you guys. I also see Chicky Banner up in the building as well, too. So shout out to you on the IG side.
Shout out to Cheeky, man. That's a good brother out there, man. I see him give a pushback, man. House Husbands 2024, man. I'm all on board. I'm the 50-50 guru, Cheeky.
Right.
They gotta pay, Cheeky.
Most definitely. But again, guys, go ahead and subscribe to Knowledge Relationships on YouTube if you're on like the other platforms. And if you are on those platforms, subscribe to their channels as well too. Make sure you guys give us like a thumbs up and likes, all that good stuff. But let's go ahead. We're gonna continue with the video. So, anyways, so they're gonna dive into a little bit more about this situation about her, why nobody doesn't really like her. Well, not like her, but want to pretty much be in a committed relationship with her.
I mean, she's kind of looked at as an industry pass around. And being a hoe has an expiration date. You can only spread your legs so wide and yourself so thin before you get worn out. And Drea has been worn out. And she didn't play the game right at all. If her ultimate goal was to get a man who would take care of her financially, she should have been more intentional with the way she dated. But when she was younger, she wasn't thinking about that. She only wanted to chase famous rappers and athletes, and she cared about partying. In fact, I do remember the story when she abandoned her son, Nico, her oldest son. She was actually arrested for child endangerment.
Salutes to Stan. Thank you for tuning in, my brother.
Nights. He only had frozen food to eat and the house was dirty. Meanwhile, she was too busy partying and getting her back blown out by Chris Brown. So her priorities were all messed up and she was living a fast life. But she did try to slow down a little bit, and she was in a relationship with the NFL player Orlando Sandrick, and she had a son with him named Drew. And Orlando actually proposed to her. It was reported that he proposed to her with a $400,000 engagement ring. But their relationship was toxic. Orlando claimed that Drea was very aggressive. She pepper sprayed him, threw candles at him, and even threatened to bleach his eyes. And he had to get a restraining order against her. And it was rumored that he cheated on her. And there was just a lot going on. The relationship was very up and down. And Drea then moved on and started dating another NFL player named Tyrod Taylor. When that didn't work out, she linked up with Diddy of all people, allegedly. But as time went on, it started to become harder and harder for Drea to find.
I'm not surprised though.
Take her seriously. Most successful men her age wouldn't take her seriously at all because of her track record. So Drea's last resort was to get with a 22-year-old basketball player named Jalen Green. Jalen has money. He's still young in his career, so he'll be playing basketball for a while. So Drea saw him as a lick, and she's like, shoot, let me trap him. And that's exactly what she did. She trapped him with a baby. And he will have to pay child support for the next 18 years. So this was Drea's last resort. And it's pathetic. It was very pathetic of her to go this route and pick up a man who's much younger than her. And I know Jalen is of age, but still, he's half Drea's age. And also, he's the same age as her son. Not to mention, he's the ex-boyfriend of Bria Hicks. And Bria used to be cool with Drea. In fact, T-Snipers pointed out that Drea watched Bria grow up. They said in their comments, I can't get over how Drea Michelle was all in Bria Hicks' house and watched her grow up only.
Oh, we gotta do a quick pause on this one for a second. All right. Because I know that was kind of like a lot to like digest in. But
So real quick, one thing I did want to point out that I did kind of like about this video was there was a lot of females that gave pushback on what she was doing. They were addressing it as far as her, messing with a younger guy, because some people did have some good, I'll say, where they pointed it out, where it was just like, hey, if a man kind of did this type of stuff, they would be like going all in on him. So I did like the fact that females were like, hey, that's they was holding her accountable for the fuckery, So definitely I did that stand out in the video.
Yeah, and shout outs like to those women out there, man, because I know like a huge thing that, what we always be talking about is like there's no accountability group in women, but I'm starting to see that, more and more women are starting to kind of wake up. And they're starting to kind of take action into this because, this is kind of ridiculous. Okay. Honestly, like, I hate to say this, but she was actually smart and strategic. She knew that pretty much the days of her, like, of being a 3 or 4 was going to come to an end eventually. And so she had to do what she had to do. Now, was it distasteful? To be honest with you, like, it's up to you guys to decide. But for me personally, I think, like, she was on survivor mode. And in order for her to keep collecting those checks, she had to pretty much find a person who was very groomable. That's like Brittany Renner and the other basketball player, I forget, PJ Washington. Find a young, dumb athlete that has no sense, maybe no father that's going to tell him any sense. You have all this money, you're doing great things for yourself. But however, you keep putting yourself in these type of situations where you letting these women trap you with a kid into a relationship, and now you're getting finesse for 18 years. So, best of luck to the brother, but if that baby gets born, like, he's going to be screwed for a good long time. So that's my intake to it.
Yeah, she definitely knew what she was doing. Where the only kind of pushback I would give on that, I don't think people, it's like once you hit a certain age, man, you're an adult.
Mm-hmm.
So like in Jalen Green's case, I don't think she like groomed him or anything like that. I just think like, man, he's a, kind of got simp behaviors. Like saw a pretty female and, lacked the discipline. Like I think a lot of times, man, a lot of these dudes, man, it's like they get they focus on like their sport or their craft, whatever, and they don't develop as far as like they don't know their worth. So, it's like he seen a hot chick, let his guard down, did no discernment, no like vetting, and slipped up with her. And, now he's stuck for 18 years because, I mean, by now, like, I think Stan pointed it out. She was on Basketball Wives.
Yeah, he said.
So that means she had some interaction already with NBA players. So it's like, man, come on, like you could have did a quick Google search and she would have popped up and you would have known she was a thought. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Off the rip, and she was with Chris Brown. Like, if any chick is with Chris Brown, Future, or Bow Wow, or Ray J, like, man, you dip out, man. You take that L, you be like, damn, she's fine, but she was with one of them four brothers. You just move on.
Right. What up, Mr. Best? Salutes to you, man. How you doing, bro?
What's good, Mr. Best?
Salute. I'm here to cook, and I ain't gonna be here long. I'm just, I got stuff to do today. But I think this I think the whole thing we're even trying to tell it to the young guy, man, that he wrong, man. It's ludicrous to me because it's like when you young, you know what I mean. Everybody when they're young, they do certain shit. So even when she was young, she did certain things. So like I wouldn't penalize her for it. I think everybody has a young phase. Whether you're in college, whether you are just starting to work, you're getting your own chips. Like, we all got a young phase. You know what I'm saying? Women included. So I think that she had a young phase. Now she's a little bit older. You know what I mean? She may want to settle down with the homie. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't missing out on nothing. Like, he's balling. He been balling lately in the NBA. For those who follow the NBA, if y'all really watch the NBA like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he balling.
He been cooking. You know what I'm saying? So he dropped 40 like a couple of nights ago. So he been cooking, man. So the young dude be all right, man. He'll be okay. You know what I mean? And whatever she does or she doesn't do, it ain't gonna affect nothing that he's doing. Like, I see PJ Washington, you know what I mean, to do that. People talking about the whole Brittany Renner situation. He's good. He on Dallas. He making money. He chilling. You know what I mean? He may win a championship this year. Like, you know what I mean? He's not hurting for nothing. So I think overall, like, you know what I mean? Even though it's none of my business or anybody else's, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? He doing what he got to do, man. And if and he with somebody that's that seems like she really want to be with him. She's attractive, she's cool, she had her moments, but now she want to chill out and kind of build with somebody. Shit, let them build. Let's see what happens. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And if it turns out well, it turns out well. You know what I mean? I like love, man. I don't ever turn down love. I love when people love, man. That's a good thing. I love that. You know what I mean? But yeah, hopefully it works out for both of them. You know what I mean? If it does, it does. If it doesn't, they can both move on. And as long as that kid is treated right, man, that's the biggest thing. If the kid is treated right and they're raised in a healthy environment, that's number one. But you know what I mean? Like, as far as him choosing her or she choosing him, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that happens. You know what I mean? Like, and that would happen. I mean, in the old days, if we look at like some of the people that we love as celebrities, you know what I mean? You could go through anybody, Sinatra or whoever, you know what I'm saying? They had multiple wives, you know what I mean? Women had multiple husbands. You know what I mean? I think Elizabeth Taylor had, like 7 husbands, some shit like that. Like, that's what they did back in the days, and nobody blinked the eye. But that's when motherfuckers mind their business, though. But now we on the internet, everybody got to talk about everybody got to expose everybody. It's a different type of world, different type of shit that people be doing now. So, yeah, but this shit ain't uncommon, you know what I mean? Like, that shit been happening, but, yeah. You know what I mean? Older women been marrying younger women been marrying older men. I mean, this shit have been happening, man. So, this ain't nothing new. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think no one is really condemning like the young man. Like,
I'm condemning him. Shit.
I think the condemnation, right, is really falling like on Drea Michelle, only because like, and again, right, even though nobody don't really fully care except for the ones that's really engulfed into it, but they're looking at the part is that, okay, of course, people are gonna look at a few things. They're gonna look at like, all right, you were a 3 or 4, or you still have 3 or 4 tendencies, and you're pretty much using a guy, which again, who cares? Because he want to be used anyways. But still, you want to use the guy to try to get your come up. You have a son that's the same age of the man that you're messing with. So of course, I understand why people have all these speculations and why this was been like the talk for the whole week, because I think had she not had a kid that's at the same age as him, it probably wouldn't be much of a big thing. So of course, the narrative that a lot of people are spinning is that Well, did you even consider your son? Did you even think about how he probably will feel? Would it
But
be awkward?
anybody could spin a narrative on anybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody relationship be perfect. Your relationship ain't perfect. Mine ain't perfect, right? So anybody can spin a narrative, right? You marry older, I marry older, right? So
Mm-hmm.
anybody can say, why they fucking with them young dudes for? Them niggas ain't got nothing. They established. They done graduated college. They got degrees and shit. They moving up. Why they fucking with them young dudes, right? They could have said that shit, and maybe some people did,
Mm-hmm.
right? But who gave a fuck? You wanted to be with your woman, I wanted to be with mine. So they didn't give a fuck what nobody else was saying. Know what I
But
mean? So
oh, go
like
ahead.
at the end of the day, it don't matter what narrative somebody spins. It matters if you want to be with somebody or not, and they really want to be with you. Now, now, does she have 3 or 4 tendencies in her past or whatever case may be? Yeah, probably so. You know what I mean? When she was young, she probably did some shit, but everybody do that shit. You know what I mean? I know I did. I mean, I think everybody did that when they was in their
Not
twenties and maybe
facts.
early 30s. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
everybody fucked around on some type of level. But I'm gonna just say it like this: at the end of the day, right? When it comes down to it, like, you know what I mean? She got her own businesses from what I know. You know what I mean? She got her own shit that she rocking with, you know what I mean? Like she don't really need this dude like that at all. But you know what I mean? Like she hurting for money or she trying to use the cat or whatever. And maybe she is, but at the end of the day, you know what I mean? That's really up to them and up to what they want to build and what they want to do. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, he ain't no little kid. He a grown ass man. Know what I mean? He ain't like he like 17 or 18 or whatever. This nigga is a grown man. Know
No,
what I
I
mean?
agree with
So
you on that.
yeah, he a grown man. When you're a grown man, you do grown man shit. When you're a grown woman, you do grown woman shit. Know what I mean?
But
That's just the bottom line.
yeah, but see, like one of the things, because you're right. Nobody's perfect, and anybody could make an assumption on anybody's relationship. So at a certain point, you do got to have thick skin and stuff. But where I get pushback on their relationship, and sometimes we got to have these discussions to push, highlight certain behaviors. So if I'm out here and I mess up, feel free to
Mm-hmm.
dissect my shit, and I should be held, accountable for my actions. I can't get mad at somebody, dissects what I do because I
But
put it
who
out
has
there and
who
I'm
has the
living this
right
life.
to do that though, bro? If you paying your
It's
own,
not,
if you
it's not
paying
about
your
a
own
right. It's
bills,
about like you could have these discussions to push a conversation forward. So if we're in last place as a community,
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, and M3 brought up a good point. If you have a kid that's the same age and stuff, you do got to take them kids into consideration because they got to live with those decisions. So like I got a son that's 22, and that's why I do tell a lot of brothers like, hey man, I lead by example because sometimes they got to go out there, they got to defend parents' decisions because how they operated. So that's where we got to take it into consideration. So she got a 7-year-old kid too. I forgot the football player they mentioned in the video. So it's just like if you already was a shitty parent to the first kid, not based on what we did, but the facts that already came out, and you're sitting there, you keep having kids and stuff, and you're having them by these dudes and stuff that might not be all into the relationship. Eventually, you do got to take ownership for them activities and stuff. So it
now
is.
is it a fact that she's not taking care of her kids? Is that a fact?
Well, I'm
It
just
is
talking
a
about the
fact.
first one that came out with the information that was in the
The,
clip.
the first one that came out, right? She neglected him while she was doing her whole phase. Now, even though that was the past and that could easily be forgiven, however, you still got to give account of like, okay, what was the kid was feeling at that moment? People talking about like, oh, well, he was eating like, what was it, frozen like vegetables, and he was like, pretty much the man of the house, taking care of himself while the house was a junkie, while she was out there like, living the best of her life. And when you have parents like that, that's like, really disrespecting their own children, putting other men, and I wouldn't say putting other men first. You're actually putting your own needs and your pleasures and desires first over the kids that you gave birth to. What is the point of having these children and then you just pretty much ruining their lives just to try to make your life feel better? And I think that's where, like, people, you are going to get set up for people to have that discussion, even though ain't nobody going to be paying her bills and donating at the same time. But you're always going to have people on the internet that's always going to have something to say because of the past things that she's done and the bad decisions that she's making. So what is going to be the next change when you have like the second baby? Maybe you might be a better parent at this point. Again, she was younger at the time. Now she's older. I get that people mature over time, and then there's some people that repeats the same mistakes.
So is it like a situation like Monique got where her and her son are not reconciled and they still got a lot of shit going on?
That part I don't have. I have no information.
Yeah,
about.
I'm not sure of that. But I'm just saying, like, even if as a 22-year-old male, like, say, like, my mom was Dre or Michelle, and I'm 22. Man, I'll be so damn embarrassed that she's with a dude my age after her background, the pattern she established. Like they were saying, she was with all these rapper dudes. So, like you said, everybody, I do believe people can have second chances. Like if they grow out of shit and she changed her ways, but it's just like her pattern is showing she ain't doing that. She's hanging out with like other. I forgot the girl that they said in the video what her name was that was dating Jalen Green. So that's what I'm saying. Her actions show like everything but growth, And it's just like
if you're in Hollywood, you're gonna rub shoulders with the people in Hollywood though. And she part of that lifestyle. You know what I mean? She been on reality TV. She got businesses, you know what I'm saying? She doing the thing. Now what I would like to know is was her and her older son, are they reconciled? Now if they're not reconciled, and it sounds like a Monique situation where she gotta kinda, make it where they get reconciled and they actually are able to talk and communicate, then I can understand that. Like if it's some shit where the shit is still brewing, right? You know what I mean? And if it's still brewing, and basically, you know what I'm saying, like she hasn't reconciled with her son, and she hasn't done anything to make that relationship right, then okay, cool. I definitely hear you on that point because I think there are too many parents in our community that are not doing what they got to do for their kids, right? You know what I mean? I think we can say that across the board, whether it's a man or a woman, we got too much of that going on, right? And so now when the community's in an uproar and they running through malls and they tearing stuff up or whatever, right? Now we like, what's going on? Where are the parents? Well, the parents is outside doing what they, doing whatever they want to do, right? You know what I mean? So, but I think, however somebody wants to live their life as far as here's what I'm gonna say, right? If you're a woman or a man and you want to be, I would say sexually, active, and you want to have different partners or whatever, I would say okay, you could do that, but you still got to take care of your kids and your responsibilities. Like that's the only thing. So I don't care if she slept with every man in the industry. I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? But if she's not taking care of kids because of that, or she's not taking care of, like let's say she got like, elderly family members, or she got people that's really in her circle that she's not really taking care of, then yeah, that's definitely a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Because like you said, it's not the background. Because like you said, man, if you was out there before, man, you can't really throw stones. So yeah, it's not too much of that. But where I have the issue with a lot of people, and say like if I was out there myself, I wasn't married, I'm not gonna do something to embarrass like my legacy and stuff. So I'm not gonna put him in a position where like I said, my son is 22, the same age as her, where he's got to be like, damn, man, my dad out here dating girls my age. I just wouldn't do it, man. I would have put my desires over my family and stuff. So yeah, that's where I gotta give pushback in, like with Dre and Michelle, and not just on females, like on dudes too, because dudes be saying this stuff, and I'm like, man, you can't always chase your desires, man.
Wait a minute, so she has wait, how many? So she has two sons right now.
Yeah, she got two kids already. Because I think she had one by the football player guy that she maced and shit.
Okay. So, hold on. Let me let Von Goda in here real quick. Well, first let me make sure. Von Goda, that's you?
Yeah, it's me. Call me B. It's Goda if you want to be accurate about my name here.
Okay. Let me put you on mute real quick. So let me read these comments and then I'll get to you in just a minute. But okay, Stan says she's a skill 3 or 4. She is playing the long game and having children with the elite players to have money, anchor babies. Amber Rose, 10-year-old son, had to fight classmates about his mother's lifestyle. Okay. Dreyer, first son, was in custody of her mother. Okay, Dreyer's mother. The second son is being raised by her best friend's family. Okay, not even her best friend, but her best friend's family. So she doesn't take care of her kids. She's a free spirit. Damn, okay. Salute to Foxy Moon Premiere. So thank you, Foxy, for tuning in. Salute. Okay. And I know, like, Stan, he's definitely, like, pretty witty, like, with the sources. So, damn. So I'm going to just put it like this. All right. Now, even though Dre is a good example, but I'm speaking for people in general. If you're a type of person, that you having all these kids, right? These how should I say this? These these money bag babies by these different elites, these athletes, whatever, right? And yet you're not taking care of them. Your parents got to take care of the kids that you gave birth to. Your best friends, other family members, or whatever is taking care of your children. Then my question is that what are you doing? Like are you so busy at work that you can't take care of them? And if so, why you keep having these type of children? Now, why you having baby number 3? Are you going to take care of baby number 3? Are you going to be a responsible parent? Are you going to reconcile? Because it sounds like to me, if this is ongoing, in my speculation, it looked like there's no reconciliation or there's no effort to be a parent. And I think that's where like the red flag comes in for people who are as close or who knows about the situation better than we do.
M3, let me say this real quick too, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think also like we also got to consider that maybe in her family or maybe within her culture, maybe that's okay, right? Maybe her mother, maybe it's agreed that her mother was gonna take care of the kid, right? Or her best friend agreed to take care of the other kid. If it's agreed upon and they say, yo, we're gonna take care of these kids, you know what I'm saying, and they all agree, then I ain't got no problem with that. But if it's to the point where she's not, when she's neglecting her kids,
Absolutely.
so the Braves, Hawks, Falcons fan, what up, man? You know what I mean? If it's to the point where she's not, you know what I'm saying, taking care of kids and she's neglecting it and it's not agreed upon, then yeah, that's a problem. As far as Amber Rose, you know what I'm saying, her son is really is completely taken care of. Her and Wiz Khalifa, they are in that kid's life, all the way. Like they always doing stuff with him. They always doing stuff together as a family. So he ain't never lacking. Like that kid ain't never lacking. So I've never seen him lack. I've never seen him without. They always posting stuff on IG and everywhere else. So yeah, he chilling. He good. You know what I mean? And of course, kids are gonna be mean. They're gonna talk about just about their parents. You know what I mean? But that happens. That happens to even celebrities who are living whatever lifestyle they want to live. If they live a conservative lifestyle, or your dad's a punk, or his movie sucked, or he ain't that good at basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like that's gonna happen to you when you're in the spotlight. So that ain't nothing new. But go ahead. I know Vagoda gotta go. So go ahead. Y'all can rock out.
Actually, I don't got to go. It's just 8:30 over here in the evening. Like
No,
at
he said
least
that.
this time.
Go ahead.
What did you say? Yeah,
no,
it's, usually
That's what I was
people
saying.
from
Go next.
people from your community doing their live broadcasting. In 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, unfortunately. So, well, I don't have much to tell. What is the official topic that you are talking about?
Oh man, I thought you already knew the topic. Okay, so we're all right. Just follow along with us as we're having this discussion, right? But basically, the main point of this topic is making sure that as a young, successful, look, you don't even have to be an athlete. A young, successful man, just make sure you're choosing the right women and you don't get finessed. Let me go back real quick because to Mr. Best's point, a picture is worth 1,000 words, right? And here's the thing. Yeah, I do not doubt that he's well taken care of. I don't doubt that both parents, like Amber Rose and Wiz Khalifa, doesn't love him. I don't doubt none of that stuff. I honestly believe that really he has the best life amongst like anybody of us, probably. But
actually, I have something to say about this. First of all, don't let your lady have access to your bank account, even if she's your wife. Even married couples have different bank accounts.
Yeah, but see, I say that's a subjective, depend on the situation. But if you do feel that way, you probably shouldn't even get married to that person. But back to what I was saying, right?
Now he talking about some old school stuff, M3, because one of my old heads told me that.
Old school.
Well,
it's old school.
Yeah,
I'm not giving people access to my money even if it's my wife.
No, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, V. But what I'm saying is that
B-Eazy.
that's some game that I got from an old head. It was like, yo, always make sure you got your own money. I was like, huh? They're like, yeah, like no matter what, always make sure you got your own money. And they was with their person for like over 50 years. Like that's some game I got a
Yeah,
long time ago.
yeah, I
Like
ain't even mad
I'm
at
dead
that. It's
serious.
about
Mm. I mean,
You know,
yeah,
also, I think also that some important thing if you choose a person that you spend your life with or hang out with somebody in general, you know, look at the background of this person. For example, if I'm dating a woman, is she and
Mhm.
she's from a crazy family or something, or a fucked up area, then I should think twice before moving with her to the next step.
Yeah, but if she's already like in a messed up area, or messed up point of her life, like why even have to think twice about it? Like I just would not want to put myself in a situation where I become like where I allow someone's baggage to enter into my livelihood. Because now
Hmm.
I'm suffering because I see the red flags, but again, we're choosing to ignore the red flags. You know, like the thing
Yeah.
is this, right? You know, my point is that with these children, okay, yes, like you live in like in a lavish like type of lifestyle, right? Thanks to your parents working hard, doing the things that you're doing or whatever. But as a young man, right, would you really enjoy watching your mom, right, live in a lifestyle where you're getting made fun of, people are roasting you, saying, well, your mom's whole, whatever, right? And she messing with this dude, that dude, or man, your mom messing with like that's why your mother, right, is messing with young boys that's your age, that type of stuff. Again,
Bro, I
we
let's
would
put
never
something
hold on for a
straight.
second.
I'm
Hold on for a
okay.
second. The thing is, we would never know what other men and what other children really feel like until like they start talking and they start having a dialogue and a conversation about it. Just like there was another person, I can't even think of her name, but she wanted her daughter, and I think me and Stan we talked about this. She wanted her daughter to be in TikTok so bad. I think that's in the video too, though. Later on, she wanted her
Wait a
daughter to.
minute. The parents wanted the kids to be in TikTok.
Yes, yes.
What the?
So look, but the parent is well to do. She's an actress, singer. She's very talented, and her daughter's talented too. But she wanted her daughter, right, to pretty much experience like the life that she has, right, and she wanted her daughter to actually make a come up. But the thing is, the daughter is not ready to be on TikToks. Like she just want to live like a kid. And that's what she told her mom. Mom got frustrated, still took it to social media, talked about her daughter, asked people on social media to please convince her and help her to change her mind because she don't understand that she's throwing her talents away. So when you got parents that is pressuring you, both mom and dad, right, who are both highly successful, and I get it. If I were me, I probably would want my kid to be highly successful as well too. But I also have to understand that not everyone is ready to be on a social media limelight. And if that's the case, I have to respect my kid's decision. I don't
You,
want to be
yeah,
in a
but
situation where I'm embarrassing
there
my
is.
kid.
Yeah, but if I may say, there is a difference between being like on Facebook, between Facebook and something like TikTok. TikTok, you have violence sharing in it. You have perverts in it. It's where it's excuse my language. It's like it's a big pile of feces in some degree. You have a lot of Islamists in it. So if I was a parent, I will not send my kids into TikTok.
Well,
but
TikTok
TikTok
was
is not
really
owned
made for
by
kids.
Americans, from what I know. I don't
yeah,
think
it's not.
Americans own TikTok. Yeah, it's
China.
not.
TikTok
Yep,
was made by Chinese, if I'm mistaken, but whatever.
yep,
It's
you're
very
right.
shitty.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So wait, so add on, Mr. Best, right? It was originally so it was originally made in China, but TikTok was originally supposed to be made for kids until adults start taking over TikTok and then started making it into like the way how TikTok is today. But
Yes, you have a lot of Islamists in TikTok sharing violence and promoting violence.
But let me go back to M3's point. I agree with you because I was looking at Stan's comment and he put in there about Amber Rose and where he's got he's getting teased by his classmates. Now he's in a position of like, nah, it was above that where Let me see if I can find it. But he was saying like Amber Rose's son is like, he has to fight now because of the mom's background and stuff. So that's the fallout from like bad decisions from a lot of parents that people don't realize, where, you know, the kid that's his mom. He's, you know, anybody says something about my mom, we got to see each other. But if your mom has like a bad background, like some of these people, man, you're going to have to be throwing hands all the time, because kids is kids, man. They're going to throw their shots and stuff. So it's almost like they putting the kid in a bad position because, you know, their lack of discipline, whatever, and stuff like that. So my thing is just like, man, if you want to do all this stuff, live your life, man. Hell, I don't really have an issue with all that. But once you start bringing kids into the fold, man, you know, that's where you gotta stop being a little self-centered and stuff and start looking at the bigger picture.
Yeah,
but we got B-Eazy in the building, man. We definitely got to hear this brother's take on all this.
B-Eazy for president.
Hey, what's good with y'all?
Well, B-Eazy.
To just piggyback off of the Amber Rose thing, I do agree. Financially, the kid is taken care of, right? Probably has a PS5, a Switch, Xbox, all of the shoes, his own room, a California king size bed, and then he goes to school, and people are saying, actually pulling up, hey, look, ain't this your mama on OnlyFans? Ain't this your mama twerking? Ain't this your mama busting it open? So are you really gonna be thinking about, hey man, I got a PS5 waiting at home, but this kid is clowning me about my mom? I got all of the newest Jordans, but this kid at school is clowning me about my mom. So sometimes we put too much into, oh, the kid is taken care of and they're not wanting for anything. Actually, they are wanting for something. They're wanting for some sort of emotional stability. Going to school and have to deal with these like litany of emotional roller coaster of, hey, your mom's a slut, your mom's a whore, so you know that sticks and stones may break your bones. Is that really gonna work when somebody is calling your mama out of her name? You gonna say, no, forget sticks and stones, I'm about to break your bones, right? You know, the words will never hurt me. Yeah. Like, no, that words hurt people. That's why people get mad.
But a big fist can hurt you, that's for sure.
Yes, but if you punch somebody, it's going to be a sting, and then people will get over it. If you say something about people's moms, people will hold on to that a lot more. So the physical, so some would argue that sometimes the psychological and the emotional pain is much more severe to some people, you know, because I know when I was growing up, if my mom spanked me, it was a spanking and then that was it. But if my dad made me stand in the corner, that was all day. All day. Kids come into the house. Hey, could he come out and play? Nope, he has to stand in the corner. At that point, I'm like, bro, give me my smack and let me go outside. So sometimes people do, in many instances, prefer a temporary physical pain over the psychological and emotional pain, because that sticks with you and it cuts a little bit deeper. And then I also will say this too, in terms of the Drea chick. I'm not mad at her because, you know, people that finesse is gonna finesse, and she finessed this kid. You know what I mean? And then on his end, he's not a victim, right? He is a grown man. However, he was preyed upon. So I got something that I call SESL. Same energy, same logic. That means apply the same energy and use the same logic. So once again, remember when Marcus Houston had got him a nice little 20-year-old or 21-year-old?
19 at the time.
19. So what? She's an adult, right? This is not me saying this. This is we're a nation of laws, and legally they say that she was okay. There was no gun to her head. She wanted to be with him, you know what I mean? Because he was a high value man, especially compared to all the 19-year-olds. They were saying he groomed her. He had to be talking to her when he was 17. Like Jalen Green ain't that old, right? Who knows? She wasn't talking to him when he was 17, 18. So I'm just saying, if it's cool for her, it has to be cool, cool for the men. Even when Kevin Samuels was saying, like, hey, man, I can't beat these 25-year-olds off me with a stick. They were like, he's too old. He needs to worry about this. It's like he never said that he was putting roofies in their drink. He never said there was any gun to their head. He's saying fair exchange is no robbery. So once these chicks and dudes is willingly choosing up, we got to stop treating them with kid gloves. But I will say that there were I will say that Drea did prey on this young man, but I don't think that he's a victim. She just was able to use, like Stan says, she's a skill 304. Like, so this the young dude. Like, so if she's been around the block with some of these high levels, she's had the highest of the high value men. So she knows the tricks of the trade to persuade a young whippersnapper who hasn't had like, a Dre is still a baddie, right? He hasn't had that level of baddie. He has the little 19-year-olds that are, kind of on his level of acumen and intellect. She knows what she's doing. She knows what the target was, right? And she even said this is what I don't agree with her. She was saying, because you think that she's almost 40, right? She could have used those skills to get that young man to marry her. She didn't want that. She wanted a baby. Why would you want a baby without the marriage? And I heard other people saying, oh, that baby is going to be good, right? Why is anyone tripping? They don't need to get married. And then I'm like, hold on. That's a bit contradicting, because all I hear is people talk about the black fatherless rate and the kids out of wedlock. Kids out of wedlock doesn't mean there's not a father in the home. My mom was never married. And there, and my entire life, there was a man in the house. So you see what I'm saying? Why is no one not bringing up the wedlock thing? Because that's what they say. Oh, there's absent fathers. Drea's not getting married to Jalen Green. Are we going to assume that he's going to be an absent father? We going to like, no, that kid is not going to work. He's not going to want for anything. So is out of wedlock births bad, or is it not? You see what I'm saying? No one is bringing this up. Amber Rose, she wasn't married to Wiz Khalifa. Is their kid wanted for anything? That's an out of wedlock birth. However, the father is still there. This is not my stats. This is the CDC. Y'all believed them when it came to the jab and the vax. Now, when the CDC says black men are actually the most involved fathers. So then you look and say, yeah, but you ain't married though. So is anyone going to be belly aching or wagging their finger at Jalen Green? No, because they thinking like, nah, bro, you got the money to take care of your father. So take care of your kids. So is it about the wedlock, or is it about taking care of the kids? Because that's what people say. Having kids out of wedlock doesn't mean there's a father in the house. Doesn't mean there's not a father in the house. It just means that people didn't get married and they procreated. We can make the arguments and say they should be married, but that's a separate argument. Yeah, I know people that have went 20 years, never been married, but they always been there. So we got to be careful with the, that's why I said same energy, same logic. If that's the logic that you guys keep having kids out of wedlock, they should be like shaming Drea for that. But no one is talking about that. They're just saying, oh, he's younger. No one's even mentioning the wedlock. Remember that tennis player? That popular mixed race tennis player? She's like Japanese and black. Y'all know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I don't remember her name, but yeah.
She had a baby out of Osaki or something like that. Anyway, she had a baby out of wedlock with the rapper. You know what I mean? The chick on Breakfast Club, just hilarious. All of these people are millionaires and they're choosing to have babies out of wedlock. No one is assuming that the father is not going to be there. They just be like, oh, well, the kid is taken care of. So is that the standard? Here, let me pump out 3 kids. I'm not going to marry any of them, but all of my kids will be taken care of. People ain't going to have that same energy for me. They go, why didn't y'all marry them? See, this is why the community is like it is. So, because of out of wedlock births. Why is nobody? I'm just saying, like it's. And then peep this. Why do people always know the stats of black out of wedlock births, but you ask them, hey, what's the white out of wedlock birth rate? I don't know. What's the Hispanic? I don't know. What's the Asian? I don't know. So you only focus on the black out of wedlock birth rate like that? That's some kind of twisted pseudo intellectual stuff. So I'm just saying, If it's an issue,
Mm-hmm.
then it's an issue with everybody. If it's not, then let it rock out.
We know everyone's always going to assume that Hispanics and white people, especially Hispanics, have done the right things by getting married, building families, and they already feel secure. Our own people will feel secure for those people that those kids are well taken care of or whatever. We know they have good family values, but we don't really know deeply what goes on behind the scenes.
Correct. And not only that, and I'm not saying this is all of them, but there is a lot of there's families that have incest. There's a lot of families that have that that handsy uncle and all this stuff. And people will speak on that as it relates to the Black community, but it happens in all communities, right? So don't try to single one community out and then on the flip side try to compare us to these other groups, because that's what, man, these other groups stick together and I'm like, hold on, bruh. Like, bruh, I'm just saying, like, when you say the other groups, it's like, what groups are you talking about? Because I'm out here. I got Mexican homies. They don't really rock with El Salvadorians like that. You know what I mean? I got some El Salvadorians. They don't really rock with Venezuelans like that. But then they're all under the banner of Hispanic culture. Some Black, their Hispanic is not a race. There's white.
I can ask a question for a second.
Facts. Yeah.
Wait. Before you guys answer the question, right? I gotta give Stan Joseph a shout out for a $4.99 super chat. He says, overall, no one is getting married. These money bag babies are giving women access of that of a wife lifestyle without being a wife. So access of that of a wife lifestyle without being a wife. So people always just going to jump the gun of doing something without going through the whole process of it. I feel you, Stan.
Okay, I can talk.
For a donation. Go ahead.
Okay, first of all, forgot what exactly I want to ask. Yeah. When you say Hispanic, you also mean people from Brazil, yes?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, and also people from Spain and Portugal.
Correct.
Okay, just wondering. And about marriage, we all need to know that it's not free, all the marriage, all the making of the wedding. So, solution one, you do a small wedding, and the cheapest that you can. Or second, you do a big one and invite people with money so that they can give you money and for the wedding. And of course, you can do ceremonies before the wedding. That you can also get money from the people that comes to the ceremonies, to those ceremony.
Oh, okay.
For example, in here we have what we call a china before the wedding. In that ceremony, some people from the family, from the extended family comes, and some of them give you money.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and in general, also in ceremonies in general, like bar mitzvah, you can people give you money.
Cool.
Like 1,000 shekels or 500 shekels. Depends on who, when, and why. But
right.
you got the idea. So in the same time, it could be a way to make money, but overall, a wedding is going to cost you a lot of money.
Right. No, thank you for sharing.
Let me address something B-Eazy said, because I like what he was saying. Because yeah, man, that's a good point, B-Eazy. When you was talking about the marriage rates and stuff, it's like everybody just focuses on, they come up with the one-sided stats. So that's why a lot of times, man, I stop going to a lot of those other panels, because I'm like, man, like, have the conversation holistically. Because even like you said, I think we mentioned it a little bit last time we was having a panel. I'm like, man, if you look at the European marriage rates, them shits is high as hell, man. I never realized. I think the Fatty was like pointed out. He was like, man, Portugal got like a 80-something% divorce rate. I was like, fuck, so when you look at some of those countries, yeah, it's high as hell, man. Like, so yeah, but I mean, we hyper fixate on us, and that's why I'm like, nah, man, it's across the board, man. Everybody got issues, man. Focus on it, like, focus on the behaviors and shit. So I like when you pointed it.
I like
And with
topics like
us,
where it could be like universal. Oh, my bad, be easy.
no, I
I'm
just
trying
want
to get on your first stance.
no, I just want to add this real quick because like when we said Hispanic, which is not a race, we went through just a small portion of the variations, right? Brazil, Portugal, Ecuador, all of this stuff, right? All of them are Hispanic, but separate nationalities, different ethnic groups. But when it comes to black, they try to like make this flat blackness and make us all one global Negro. I am a foundational Black American. My lineage and ancestry is from here. So it's not the same as a Nigerian or a Jamaican or a Haitian. Yes, we are all racially black, but we are from different nationalities and different ethnic groups. So for instance, Kodak Black, he is Haitian, right? But when Kodak Black does a crime, what is he considered? Black African American. Like, no, like do the delineation, right? He's Haitian, right? So let's delineate all the time. Joe Biden's press secretary is Haitian, but when they were trying to gin up support for her, they were saying, you know, sister girl, black queen. But then as soon as she gets appointed, they're saying first Haitian American. So it's like, okay, cool. If we gonna delineate, then we got to delineate all the time. So when people from the diaspora come over here and commit crimes and stuff, then it's just like, hey, that's just black culture. No, that's Nigerian culture. No, that's Jamaican culture. Just like when we do our stuff, like, hey, look, we're not angels, but like everybody needs to hold their own mess. I'm in the Bay, but most of my friends of the Islander descent are Samoans, but I got some Tongan friends too. If you get the two mixed up, like, you know, there will be some issues. Like, bruh, I'm not Tongan, and you need to get that right. Yeah. But then with us, it's like we supposed to hold wall. If a Jamaican does a crime, see, that's black people. A Nigerian, yeah, it's a racially black person, but get it right and delineate on what nationality and what, because y'all do it when it's good, they do it all the time, right? Kamala Harris, first Asian, Jamaican, Indian. You know what I mean? But then when it's something bad, they're like, she's a black girl, a DEI hire. Like, you see, all of the bad vitriol is on Black Americans. All of the good stuff, they get to say, I'm Nigerian, right? I'm no black, I'm Dominican. Right? So there's just some Dominican dude who stabbed someone, and then he looks racially black, so people are saying he's black. But when you talk to him, he doesn't consider himself black. He's a black passing Hispanic. Call these people what they are. You know what I mean? So that's what people don't like it, because now we are delineating and saying, hey, because see that, and that's what I was talking about when in terms of the wedlock rate, right? So they'll say black people have an out of wedlock rate, but is that all black people, or is that all Black Americans, you know, or is that some Jamaicans in there, is that some Haitians mixed in there? And then also, this is my last point, y'all see there's a legal an influx of illegal immigration. So there's a lot that went to hold up. There's a lot of them in that they're sending to New York. They said over 4,000 babies have been born. No one is even mentioning wedlock. No one is even mentioning where the daddy is. There's a bunch of unaccompanied minors. Just don't take my word for it. Look it up.
No, that's facts. I was looking at it earlier.
Where are the daddies at? No one's asking that. They're just like, we got to take care of the kids. No one is saying, damn, why these fathers abandon their kids? No one is saying that. But when it comes to black people, man, there ain't no kids in the home. No, these people are not married. It don't mean the man is not in the home. Like, so we got to stop with these goofy generalizations. Or I say, hey, if we gonna generalize, then the same energy, same logic. I got to apply these same generalizations to every other group, because that's who y'all comparing us to, right? We can't generalize black people and then give every other group grace. That's not how it works.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. B-Eazy. I think everybody got to get that smoke. So I'm fully on board with it. Because that's what I told people. I was like, either we separate all the conversations and have it the right way, or everybody gets it. And I agree with you, man. I'm glad you broke it down like that. But one thing I wanted to point out about B-Eazy, I caught it earlier when he was talking about Dre and Michelle. He was like real eloquent with the words. You know, he's ill with the wordplay. But what he meant with Dre and Michelle in her age, he said seasoned coochie. I just wanted to break that down for you guys, simplify it in terms. She
got a veteran vagina.
That vintage.
Nice to know.
Joe Biden.
You know what, guys? I must say, first of all, from what I heard from a number of Americans, according to them, Hispanics are a race. According to them, that's what a number of Americans said to me. But whatever. To the guy that says stuff black race and stuff, I think that it will be more accurate to say sub-Saharan race or sub-Saharan look, because when you say black, you can say also, you can call people from India black. You can call how you say it, the native Australians, the Aboriginals black. So you mean black from to south of the Sahara in Africa. So I think
I'm Black American. That's what I'm speaking for. I don't go around calling other groups blacks, because these other groups, they don't call themselves black.
Yeah, but you said black race. So yeah, I think it will be more.
I said racially they are black.
I think what you are trying. I think it will be way more accurate to say sub-Saharan.
Actually, what race are you? While you speaking on black people, what race are you?
I'm just saying.
I know, and I'm just asking, what race? What accurate race are you? I mean, this is not. It's not a trick question.
Okay, I'm Jewish.
So Jewish is a race.
That's a religion.
And here, some people see it as a race. At least in here.
So it's based on opinion.
You know, race. In the end of the day, we are all Homo sapiens. In the end of the day. Race is a social construct in the end of the day, you know.
You know what else is a social construct? Paying taxes. Israel is a social construct. They had a whole accord and picked it out. So, I mean, you can literally say anything is a social construct. Voting is a social construct. So, like you said that you're Jewish, which some would argue it is a race. Some would say that it's not a race. But see, there's also black Jewish people as well.
Yeah, Ethiopian.
And they
Jews,
they don't get treated the same as the white Jews. They don't.
You're talking about Ashkenazi Jews.
Correct. The ones from Europe. The ones who made it elite.
The ones that they have the European look. Buddy, according to DNA, Ashkenazi Jews are from the Middle East. They maybe have Europeans look, but still they have a good DNA good portion of DNA from the Middle East. If you want to get into that,
why is DNA test illegal out there?
They don't have Jewish as a race on government.
Bullshit! You can do DNA. Of course, you can take a DNA test if you want. Who says that it's illegal?
So are you saying that the black Jewish people are treated the same as the Ashkenazi Jews? Is that your contention?
You're talking about Ethiopian Jews, and yes, according to the law, they are treated.
I asked you a direct question, bro. Like, are you saying that the Ethiopian Jews are treated the same? Are they treated fairly, the same?
In terms of law, yes.
Oh, come on. All right,
in
bro.
terms of law,
hold on.
They are treated the same in terms of the law.
Okay, hold on for a second. Before we jump way to the left, right? Let me give Foxy like a chance to speak real quick, because I know you probably want to say something. So, and then I'm going to say something real quick, and then I'm going to play this video.
Okay.
But right. Foxy, I'm going to give you a chance to say something real quick.
Okay, fair enough.
What's good, Foxy?
No doubt. Salute, everybody. Big up to the relation brothers. It's been a minute. All right, so chiming in on this woman who seasoned coochie. But the thing of the matter is that her and the Amber Rose type, prototypes. They're not they were once upon a time your everyday girl around the block, but they have moved up in status, if you will, by throwing their coochie around, right? And so they're getting men, but it's for them to secure money, right? It's not to be a wife. And the fact that this woman is gotten with a younger man who's probably half her age, if that, is questionable. It sounds like he could have been preyed on. We don't know, but he's old enough to make decisions. So again, like the brother who was saying before, it's not like he had a weapon to his head and said, you know, submit. Like he knew right from wrong. So these type of women, I feel like they should just go to sperm donor clinics if they so pressed about having babies. But the thing is that the sperm donor clinics is not hooking them up with a bag. So
right.
that's the only difference. But I feel like if they just press to have a baby, then there's plenty of, or adopt. Like, but they're doing this purposely, and that's, you know, I think she's pimping. Her family might have pimped her out. She's pimped out. I don't know. But clearly somebody's trying to get some money off of having relations with somebody, with a younger person, or any man at that matter that is in a high status, you know, economically and by law. I also, because I was writing and my writing sounds so illiterate, but you don't, by law, all you have to do is clothe, food, and shelter this child. You're not anything else. Everything else after that is just extra. If you give them love, you know, that's coming from your heart. But by law, this is what we're looking at. By law, you just have to clothe them, feed them, and shelter them. So, you know, that was my take on that. And the last thing that I wanted to mention when we're talking about ethnicities, and I'm in New York City. I was born and raised here, born in Harlem, raised in the Bronx. And we are a melting pot of ethnicities that have come in from the Caribbean. My background is Jamaican and Cuban and Puerto Rican as well. And there's a quiet understanding within certain Caribbean folks that you don't, race is not talked about. Well, Jamaica was emancipated 100 years before the Americas. So they don't have that mentality. You got 100 years removed. So they're not coming in on this, you know, black and white thing. And if anything, the Caribbeans were more targeted with the transatlantic slave than the Americas. So their viewpoint is very different from the so-called black man and woman of the states. And the problem is, and there may be this arrogance with Caribbean people because they know that, like, they know that the North America is still in its infancy when it comes to knowing who they are. And Jamaicans, Cubans, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, they know who they are. That's why they'll tell you, I'm not black. They also are institutionalized, but they know they know their ethnicity. The Black American, so-called Black American, has been categorically they've been a misnomer to their own land. And then half of the people that are saying, oh, you know, my motherland is in Africa. No, it's not. You got family members here. You just don't know who tribe you belong to. But when you find your lineage, that's when you can now become a nation and you could rise above this so-called government. And that's how you get back what you are, when you know who your tribe is. If you keep saying you're black, and according to them, you're legally dead in their eyes. So when you tick off the census and you keep saying Black American, that's why they don't do nothing for Black Americans, because they know Black Americans don't know who they are. They're going to keep claiming that. So I digress with that.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Can I ask a question, my dear?
Wait,
Hold
hold
on.
on.
Many Black Americans do know who they are. They've been purposely expelled from indigenous tribes.
Yes, that's what
they
I
had
said.
Freedmen's Bureau. So there's a lot of us that do know. And there are a bunch from the diaspora that come over and undermine our efforts, i.e. the Candace Owens types, who says she says she's not Black American. She's proud from St. Thomas, but then she comes over here and speaks down on Black Americans. So that's what
I was saying, brother. That's what I'm saying. Like some of these Caribbean people, Kamala Harris, the vice president, she never said she was a Black woman. She always said, I'm a woman of color. And she's right, because she is a woman of color. Because in Asia, India, the Caribbeans, that's how they look at it. They don't say I'm Black, but they take the Black Americans' plight and they throw it on themselves as a shield. And then they feel like, well, I could use this in certain circumstances. But in the end of the day, they know they're not Black. They know who they are.
And that's why we are delineating and saying, cool, you know, y'all may be of the family diaspora, but y'all are not and then out here, technically black is a legal term. Like the white people out here, that's what it has. They call themselves white and they get all sorts of resources. So
but brother, white can an Asian can put down that they're white as well, but their phenotype is not of white, and so they're using the white and the black construct, of course, because they could get benefits. Now, if we did that, if everybody on this panel checked white, we get the same type of treatment they would. But because we're not, and we will stick to the roots of, because when I check off, because I was raised, you know, so-called black, even, and I'm third generation of American. Like, even though I have family in the Caribbean, my grandmother and my mother and myself were all born in Harlem. So I'm American as it comes. But I do know who, you know, my family, my lineage, and I got ancestors that come from Ghana, Africa, and from white Europeans. So, I mean, I can't go into, you know, the whole, when you know who you are, all this stuff becomes irrelevant at the end of the day. But I understand it. I'm all for the black reparations. I'm all for all that. I feel like fight, but the only way you're going to get this is if you fight. Like, it's going to have to be a Civil War, American History Part 22, because sitting back and say, oh, forgive us, or no. Just like they took, you take. That's it.
And that's what many of us are doing. Shout out to you. It's just people got to just stop undermining the efforts. And most of the efforts is people that are not of this lineage. And actually I would disagree when she says the legalese black isn't recognized. Actually, it is. When you look on the census, it says Black/African American or black, you know, just like it says white/Caucasian. So people are trying to convince you that it's not on there. This is already law, you know. Yes, they reclassified us. Yes, they remixed us from Indians and Negro and freedmen. We have to go. They say when you're in Roman, do as the Romans do. This is Rome right now. So black is a legal term. And that's why many people from the diaspora come over here and say they not black, because they know it's a specific American political term. Nigerians may not call themselves black because everyone over there is black and they identify by their nationality. But you're not in Nigeria anymore. You're in America. So you can't be like, well, in Nigeria, we do it this way. Yeah, but you're not in Nigeria anymore. You know what I mean? In America, you're seen as black. And that's what it says on the census. The census is a legal document and it says black. So I don't get why people are saying, oh, it's not a legal term. It doesn't get any more legal than the U.S. census.
Wait, hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. I gotta get back into this topic real quick, right? Like I said, I want to get back to
the lady something. Okay, if I may.
Hold on. So we gotta get.
M3, I did have a question for Foxy though on this topic, and so sure. Foxy, just real quick, what do you think about like say like a Drea Michelle having a, you know, dating somebody at the same age as her son? I wanted to get like some female takes, and we could actually ask.
Sure. You know, like yourself, I have two adult children, and I couldn't wrap my head around like really going in and dating that age group. I mean, yeah, sure, their bodies might look a little better than ours. You know, their energy might be a little higher than ours, but I have nothing in common with a 30. One of my children is 31. My other one, my son, my only boy, is 25, 26. I have nothing really. I mean, they're smart, and I don't want to take away their intelligence, but not for an older person like myself. I'll be 48 in July. I can't see myself dating so much younger outside. In fact, I don't even like 2 years younger than me. I've always dated, you know, the cap is 5 years for me, 5 years older than myself. But I mean, I couldn't go down, but hey, you know.
So you want to go down?
You sound like you sound like somebody in his 20, but just a quick a question for you, my dear. You said that your community don't know.
Hey man, we sticking on the. We got to stick back on the topic.
Yeah. So look, let's put a pause on this real quick, right? All right. We'll pause on the race part, but we gotta get to the topic, and I gotta play the video, and also too, Evolution Media is up in the building as well. Stan, salute to you for like the gems donation. Thank you for donating again. He says one thing for sure: getting pregnant by a black man. I'm rich, you know.
No doubt, no doubt.
Let's stick to the topic, please. I hear you, Mr. Bester. But sorry, Evolution Media, how you doing tonight?
Hey, good afternoon, kings and queens.
Good Evolution
to you as well.
Hey, I love that y'all did this topic because I was actually going to do a live on it on Instagram, so I'm glad that y'all covered it here, right?
Right.
I have a very unpopular opinion, like I usually do, right?
Oh shit, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
I feel like Drea did her thing. You get what I'm saying?
Hell no.
I feel like, and I'm going to explain that a little bit. But there are women, I'm going to come at it from a couple of different ways real quick, right?
Okay.
There are women that, she's 39, but she looks like she's in her 20s. You get what I'm saying? Like the average black woman doesn't look her age anyway. You know what I'm saying? Dre has never looked like a 40-year-old woman. She's never acted, older. And she may have, to say that she doesn't have anything in common with that 22-year-old man. She's a businesswoman. He's, he's professional. She's professional, regardless of where she started. Because, she started as a stripper. But she's doing her thing right now. They may have a lot in common, not just in the bedroom. You get what I'm saying? Another thing is women look for security, protection, and someone to provide. So why can't Drea look for that in somebody like Jalen? You get what I'm saying? Because let me tell you something. That bag that he got is amazing. And he will be able to provide for her or her kids. You get what I'm saying? And that's who he chose. So who are we to say? You get
so you talk about financial protection, right?
Yes, because that's by nature. That's what women look for. Men, I feel like men look for beauty, fertility, companionship. It's a little different. We have different things that we look for. You know what I'm saying? And and another thing is these roles or what's happening now, it's reversed all the time. You always see a man with a young woman. Nobody says anything. But the minute that a woman does it, it's, oh my God, how can she do that? She's a gold digger. She's this, she's that. She not hurting. Drea got her own bag. She got her own business. She may have just liked that brother. And a lot of times, you can't help who you fall in love with. You get what I'm saying?
Evolution wilding today.
I know,
I'm just saying. And he wanted to protect that bag. He should have wore a condom. So obviously, he wanted that baby just as much as she did. Now, she came up. We can't be hating on the fact that she came up. That's a big come up. And I'm proud of that girl because she needed, you know what I'm saying, some type of stability. Maybe this baby and this man will help her stay in one spot. You know what I'm saying? And she may help him be a better man. We don't know this. It's a lot of judging, and we're not looking at the beautiful thing that's coming out of this. A baby and two bags coming together. You get what I'm saying? And they both black.
Evolution, I never did this before, but
Yeah, hit that boo one more time.
Yeah, because the bags coming
always
together.
Look at the bad side of stuff. The good side is we got two people coming together. They're having a child, and it's two bags coming together. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is black love. Why we can't see it as black love? Why I gotta be so bad because of the ages?
And,
let me ask you this then, right? Evolution.
Mm-hmm.
If you was in a situation where the tables were turned and you was doing well financially and you're like the provider and the man pretty much is like, hey, I'll give you the love, I'll give you the physical protection, but I'm broke and I want you. You know what I mean? And you're the one that's provided for him financially. He give you all these things, but the financial part, you got to do your part financially to take care of him and your family.
Been there, done that.
So
yeah, I have too.
Yeah. So do you feel like that's black love? You feel like, hey, like that's
It's
a good
struggle love.
comeback? Should we celebrate?
As long as he can fit into my life, then I'm good. As long as he can stay up under my supervision. Because let me tell you something. If I'm the breadwinner, oh, you my girlfriend. That's how we doing that. You get what I'm saying?
So you say you the leader, huh?
Yeah, I'm the leader because I'm making the money. It's the cause to be the boss or whatever you want to call it. Big bank take little bank. Like we know what it is, you know. So if
my
he
man
can
got
sit in
submit,
my
huh?
life and let me wear the, the
He
pants.
got to eat before he
then
did.
we good. He can love me or he want to love me. You know what I'm saying? Just don't get in my way, and we won't have any issues. A cat man is a cat man, you know.
Now here's a better situation. So if you had a son. If you had a son, say your son was Jalen Green, and this happened, you gonna. He's like, hey, I'm hollering at Drea Michelle. She done been with Chris Brown, the damn industry. She already got like 2 kids. You co-signing that? Yeah, she don't take care of them. You co-sign that evolution. You gonna give him a high five and be like, black love, son. You in there? Bring her old ass home.
Okay, you know what I was saying?
And don't marry her.
I would have to look at her. It's the same thing that people do to Ciara. There is a life before you get to your husband. You get what I'm saying? It's not like you want to be just with your husband and that's it. So if she's dated other men, you get what I'm saying? That's what she did. Obviously, they didn't work out. That doesn't make her a hoe. That doesn't make her promiscuous. You get what I'm saying?
So what you gonna tell your son? You dancing? You dancing? What you gonna tell your son then? You gonna be like, hey, move forward. I think you can work that out. Great selection. Or you can be like, son, stop playing.
I'm gonna ask my son, is this who you love? Because if she already pregnant, what can I say? You get what I'm saying? Now I may tell him, hey, well, what you might want to do is if you get married, because we know you're gonna be paying for this baby forever. But if you get married, you might want to do a prenup. You get what I'm saying? I may tell him that. But if this woman is already pregnant, what can you tell him? He already made the mistake. You get what I'm saying? Just having a baby before marriage.
So you acknowledge it is a mistake?
Just having a baby before marriage is a mistake anyway. Anybody that had them babies before they said I do in front of God, all those babies were mistakes. You get what I'm saying? It's not supposed
to just praise Drea for having a mistake baby.
Yeah, you was giving her some props.
Wrong for having that baby. She didn't get pregnant by herself.
She would not.
Like, why do we always put it on the black woman? You know what I'm saying? The black woman needs
no one brought up race but you. How about we put it on the older, more experienced, veteran, seasoned coochie woman? Is that appropriate?
So what are we putting on him? That she slept with a younger man? Do we put it on?
No better, but it was insinuated.
Do we put it on the grandpas that sleep with all these young girls? Do we put it
Absolutely.
on
them? I did push back on that.
Yes, we do.
You got to hold everyone accountable. Everybody needs to be shamed.
There's countless videos of that.
I never see that.
How you hold on? You wouldn't see it because fair exchange is no robbery. It's a bunch of chicks saying, I need me a sugar daddy. I need me an old dude. And they preferably want a dude who a Johnson don't work so they can just get them a bag and they don't got to smash them. They got countless videos of that all over every platform. Have you not seen that?
What do we call that? We call that security, right?
But now you moving the goalposts because. But okay, so this is what they want. So where are you complaining about what they want? They're choosing this, and then you're complaining.
I never complained about it. I never complained. You never heard me say anything about it. I said that's what women are supposed to do.
You just said that. Oh no, everyone has a problem with it. Like no one has a problem with it. People have accepted like this is how it is. We're in like the OnlyFans thought culture, and that's not limited to just one gender. I'm just saying this is how it is, unfortunately.
Well, why would she have to be a thought though? See, you know what I'm saying? This is the problem, right?
I never said she was a thought. I said this is thought culture.
That's not. It has nothing to do.
She is definitely a thought.
She laid down with this man and had a baby. If she was a thought, he would have strapped up. But the fact that he didn't, you get what I'm saying? That's his woman now.
Okay, let's be honest though. He's a dumb athlete. You know, just like how
Kevin wanted a baby, he got one.
Look. You gotta understand. She knew what she was doing because she know, just like Brittany Renner, just like Kevin Samuels and O.C. Du Jackson will always say, right? These are dumb athletes, right? Dumb young athletes. And here's the thing: people are afraid to shame them. Look, you guys can shame me if I do something stupid, all right? But the matter of fact is that, yeah, at a certain point, right, you know that these women don't like you for you. Let's just be honest, man. You are a professional in
That's
your
an assumption.
field. Your people's right already. I'm going to assume they already taught you the game. The coaches usually teach you the game. There are classes, right? Secret classes or private classes, I should say, right? That they teach sports athletes. Hey, you need to watch out for these type of women because it's not the young ones you have to watch out for. It's mostly the older ones because they're more seasoned, they have more experience. Okay, like Brittany Winter says, right? If you want to make an easy come up, right? And then she said this in this video as well too, right? They got that recorded still. All you gotta do is mess with a dumb athlete. Let me just go ahead and play the video real quick because
all right.
you know, I think this will like really makes more sense. We got like 15 people that's watching us. So shout out to everybody. Everybody go to our Knowledge Relationships and give us a like, subscribe if you have not subscribed to the channel. And if you are watching other platforms as well too, make sure you guys give like a thumbs up as well. But we gotta get to the video real quick. Salute to Mr. Best in his return. Salute. Go ahead.
Yo, may I say something real quick?
Sure. Go ahead and say something, and then we're gonna play the video right after.
I had to come up here because you know my sister Evolution up here. You know what I mean?
Brooklyn in the house. Shout outs to Brooklyn.
You know what I mean? I can't leave her up here. I can't leave her up here on her dolo. You know what I mean? She know I'm a ride when I got her back. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
You know what I mean? For real. You know what I mean? Brooklyn in the house for real. We heavy. You know what I mean? Let me say this real quick, right? At the end of the day, like, yo, like, why like I said before I left, why we hating on the rich young king? You know what I'm saying? Like we act like, I mean, listen.
Okay.
Everybody can say you're a dumb athlete, but hold on, let's be clear, right? That nigga fly than everybody up on this panel, including myself. That's a fly nigga, and we ain't gonna even front on him. He fly. We know he fly, and he better looking at everybody up on here. He is. Let's be clear, because he is. You know what I'm saying? All right, and that's a fact, and can't nobody deny it. Now,
money don't make the man. See, that's y'all issue. Money don't make the man, player.
Hold on. He's even better looking than me, and I'm not a bad looking guy. But with that being said, right? You know what I mean? Like, he's fly, dog. He's chilling. He's doing his thing.
Nah, he ain't fly.
You know what I'm saying?
That had nothing to do with poor life.
He a trick.
And he balling.
Let's get to it.
Now hold on. He only a trick. You know what I'm saying? If the situation doesn't work out and she winds up leaving or she winds up using it for his money or whatever, but we don't even know. You know what I'm saying? So we just guesstimating based on whatever she used to do with whoever else. You know what I'm saying? But this could be a dude that she really want to rock with. You know what I mean? And if it is somebody
stop playing. You an evolution wildin'.
If it is somebody you want to rock with, then cool. Now hold on. If this is an ugly dude or this is some regular dude who's like in a manosphere who be listening to that Kevin Samuels shit and they really regular and they really like some ugly nigga, then yeah, I could get it. But if this a fly nigga, then he a different category, a different speed. You can't put him or Tristan Thompson or PJ Washington in the same category as some regular dude in the manosphere. Y'all niggas is crazy. But go ahead.
Hey,
facts.
But if they were really that high, as y'all say, because they might have the appearance, but something ain't right in that mindset where you would even land with, if you have options and you have abundance, you wouldn't even be aligned with no chick like Drea Michelle because you would have other joints that look as good as that, that have a mindset. So he's a bum.
Well, why
She's a
doesn't
bum.
she have a mindset?
And he balling, he a millionaire. He got Houston on lock. He balling, he got the bag. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, like, it's like a lot backwards hate right now. I know y'all niggas ain't hating.
There's some hate.
I know you niggas ain't hating. I know you niggas ain't hating.
Hey, her last man got maced by her. He had to call what was the cops get the order of protection.
That's not the new nigga. That was the last nigga. That was the new nigga.
Hey, same thing. She got a pattern.
The new nigga chilling, and maybe she do, but the new nigga chilling. Know what I mean? It's like hold on, like Tristan Thompson, right?
84 trolling today.
Hold on. I'm keeping a buck though. We see Tristan Thompson, right? He go from chick to chick. Sometimes he get a baby, sometimes he don't. You know what I'm saying? We see other dudes that's out here doing it the fly dude's way.
None of those chicks he wiped up had babies.
Okay, but
you don't want a baby.
Listen, he getting the back so heavy, he not even worried about that. Tristan Thompson ain't worried about that. He a champion. He ain't worried about none of that. All the shit that y'all niggas talking about, that nigga living a different lifestyle y'all niggas ain't even seeing. So he's not worried about none of the shit that y'all niggas saying, to be honest with you.
Oh, he worried.
He go from one chick, he go from a Kardashian to a Kennedy to whoever he want. That's that fly nigga shit. Holla at your boy.
Holla.
Y'all got people.
I
mean, that.
Hold on, wait. Let's just be honest real quick. Hold on for a second. Let's just be honest real quick, right? Look. look, I applaud their success. Okay, you know, good for them, right? But that does not equate, right? That's not stop the fact that these people are simping hardcore. You are elite. You got the money. You got the status. You can get every submissive woman that you want. But you choosing these 304s. Come on, man. D-Wade, simp. You know, every person that you listed, simps, right? Because you have the money, because you have the stature, you play ball very well. That does not mean that you're not a simp. And that's the problem. It's the mentality. What you're saying pretty much is these people are better than that. Because they're better than that, why y'all keep making these poor choices? Why you keep making choices of a below average man when you're so much better than that? Get yourself like a good wholesome woman. You ain't gotta get no 304.
No, you gotta do that. He ain't gotta do that. He fly. He can do whatever he wants. He can get a wholesome one.
And so
he can get a wholesome one. He can get an
you're
unwholesome one.
that he can ruin his life. Is that what you're saying?
And people could clown him as much
He
as
can do whatever he
right.
wants. Y'all can clown him if you want, but he's still living a lifestyle and getting whatever chick he wants. And plus, on top of that, ain't none of us got the access to chicks that he got. Let's be clear. Because we don't.
Lose all
that's incorrect. That's incorrect.
We do not have access to no Kardashians, no high esteem.
But that's not a flex though.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all pedestalizing the coochie.
Don't front, because y'all all know y'all don't have access to them type of chicks. They look at you niggas and they keep it pushing. You know
that's a negative.
But you assuming somebody wants the access to those type of chicks.
Thank you.
Everybody wants access to those type of chicks. If you're driving a Honda, you want access to a Bentley.
One thing.
If you're driving a Honda, how you don't want access to a Bentley? Come on, man, stop it. Stop capping.
Speak for yourself.
You don't want access to a Holly Berry or Janet Jackson.
The Lord could give him, and he could take it.
Bro, Halle Berry then fell off, so I don't.
Right.
Yeah.
Halle Berry will never fall off.
Y'all forget that.
Hold on. If I pull up with Halle Berry right now,
you could do something stupid right now.
Hold on, let me say this.
If that money gets stripped,
Wim 3. Hold on, if I pull up with Halle Berry right now, she'll shut down every chick I got right now. She'll shut down every chick I got right now. You know it. You know I pull up to it on red carpet. She'll shut down
I don't know
that.
You know it.
I don't know that.
Stop capping.
I don't
You
know
might have to
that.
pull that up.
Stop capping. Y'all capping up in here, dog.
I don't know that.
And Drea only has one child. Am I not mistaken? But
No, she has two. She has two by a former football player, Orlando Scandrick.
Yep, Orlando. And the first one she had like a long time ago.
Oh, so she has what, adult, like almost a teenager?
Yeah, 22, the same age as Jalen Green. And you over here, you pom-pomming this nonsense.
Mm-hmm. No, let me tell you something, because she has a past. If that's the case, then that would mean that every man that marries would marry a virgin. If not, y'all, these wives that these women that y'all are having kids with and wifing were probably hoes before you. Before they got to you. If no woman can have a past, you get what I'm saying?
Nobody's talking about nobody has a. We're not saying that you can't have a past, but eventually, like, you got to grow up and break a pattern. So if you're constantly like,
it's not hoeing either.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Everyone has a past. Not everyone has a whole past.
What have you seen her that made her whole? Just the same thing as Ciara. What did she do? You know what I'm saying? Was she out there prostituting? Because you know a hoe gets paid.
When you're number 4 baby mama to somebody and you don't have a discernment to dodge that, you would thought.
And like someone put in the chat, she said when she got with Jalen Green, she said she didn't want a relationship. She just wanted a baby, and that she wanted to have them raise a healthy child. But she said they don't got to live together. They don't have to be together to do that. So she did just want a baby out of this. She could have found some older players to get a baby, but a lot of the older players.
So basically, she wanted a retirement check.
I didn't say she had to. I didn't say she had to. I said, well, she could have. Just like Jalen Brown could have got someone young. No, that's not what makes her a hoe. That's not what makes her a hoe. We're talking about her past. You conflating her past with her future.
What's her past though? Because she had kids. That's her past. That's what y'all talking about.
Not her past. She was around the industry and she continuously keeps it moving along. So like, if somebody say like. Huh?
I respect what you're saying. I get it, right? So let me ask you something. If I'm a celebrity, I've been on a couple of different shows, right? Let's take me and you, Jerk, because you look nice. You know what I'm saying? So let's say, right?
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Now, yeah, I've always gave you the props for that. Now let's say that I'm in the industry, you in the industry, right? But let's say M3 is my brother, right? Now, would I pick you because you in the industry and you probably know my plight? It's just like officers. Officers tend to date officers. People from the service tend to take people from the service. You get what I'm saying? Why would I go to M3? You get what I'm saying? That ain't on our level. You know what I'm saying? Hypothetical. Ain't on our level. But we celebrities. You get what I'm saying? So you understand what's going on. You know how this thing work. You get what I'm saying? So am I a hoe because I picked somebody that's in the same field as me?
No, you're a hoe if you pick Future. You see what I'm saying? you ain't got to pick Future and Chris Brown. You know how many other people in the industry?
What's wrong with? But this is my thing. Ain't Future a man that's getting?
Yeah, he a man, but he, it's like if your fourth baby mama. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you say like you dated Denzel Washington's son. No, you're not. You selected a guy that's in the industry, but he got his stuff together. He carries himself a different way. Good head. He ain't out there embarrassing you. But it's like if you intentionally go to a dude that's like a player. And he's running through shit, we understand your mindset at that point. Like you're just trying to line with that to get the bag or something. So you got your mindset is showing with that selection.
And I be honest, I'm
gonna give y'all a little something about women, right? And I'm not gonna say all women, right? But the men that men look at as they're not the players. They're they're going to work every day. They're usually corny. You get what I'm saying? I'm just going to be honest. Usually they're boring.
Not the players.
They're corny.
She said they're corny.
Missionary. You get what I'm saying? They are very white bread. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to nobody up here. But you get what I'm saying? And usually the player is the one that gives you the challenge, that gives you the excitement, that, you know what I'm saying, knows how to treat you, that knows what to do. That
sounds like a pro Pookie argument to me.
Right.
But that's the thing. So you would pick the player. I would pick the player. I'm not picking no corny dude because I'm not getting any satisfaction out of that. You get what I'm saying? So if I got money and the player got money, you get what I'm saying? It's what it is. Now if the player lay down and have a baby with me, he wanted that baby because he's sort of strapped up. You get what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. That doesn't make her a hoe. Like
and then when the player ain't shit, they're gonna blame all of the non-players.
Holla at your boy, holla at your girl.
So wait a minute. So I guess like you guys probably won't even mess with a Michael B. Jordan because although he is
he's a square,
he corny as hell, but he look good. But if I'm bored, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I can't do no boring dude.
Do he look good enough for you to ignore his corniness?
That's not gonna work for me.
Do he look good enough for you to ignore his corny ways?
No. If he corny. I need some type of stimulation. You know what I'm saying? I can't deal with a corny dude for the rest of my life. Let's say he want to get married. Now we just doing the same thing every day. No. And a lot of women are like that. Not saying that that's what Dre is doing or whatever. You get what I'm saying? But you get into these relationships and sometimes it don't work. Sometimes you don't match with the dude. It don't work. So it's up to you to move on and stay in that same position because you're worried about what people are gonna say about you. Like we talking about Dre, and we ain't got half of the money that she got. You get what I'm saying? But it's just a thing that we need to stop labeling. We need to stop labeling women hoes because we don't like what they're doing.
Okay, 304.
The same 304 is a hoe backwards. It's the same thing.
If you're gonna say 304, just say hoe.
If I could chime in, y'all.
Evolution.
If I could chime in.
Hold on, sis. My bad. Evolution. Let me say this, right? They corny. They don't know how to set the move. They don't know how to run the bath water. You know what I mean? The rose petals on the bed and all that. Got the R&B music playing. They whack. They corny. They don't know what they doing. You know what I mean?
Lord.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't know what they're doing.
Somebody is corny if they doing that for a thought.
They don't know what they're doing, you know what I mean?
Hey, that means I got Jay head on my shoulder though. Hey, I'm seeing Michael B. Jordan though, so I ain't even tripping.
Boy. Michael B. Jordan cried too much. He cried too much.
Everybody
he cried too much.
Hold on, wait, Mr. Best. Like you can't be talking about he cried too much, right?
He cried too much.
Advocate who say that it's okay for a man to cry.
Hold
on, Mr. Best, but you the main one that says it's okay to cry, right?
Yeah, when you
You're
express your
advocate about
emotions.
that.
But not no. I'm talking about when you express your emotions and you're showing your emotions. Don't try to twist my
He,
words. You know what I'm talking. You know what I'm
he
saying.
don't cry
If you're
like
being
that.
emotionally vulnerable, that's fine. But
That is
don't get on
emotional
there
vulnerable.
crying because somebody bullied you in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, get out of here, dog.
Yeah,
Go get some
nobody was
therapy. Go get
soft.
some help.
He was
But
Come
soft.
on, nigga.
he's
Anybody trying to
keeping
hear
it
that?
real though.
Hey, hold on. Let me give y'all a little background real quick.
He mad
cried.
at a chick that's basic too. She not
He
even like
cried.
really a fly chick like that. He mad at somebody that's like not even on his level. Like, nigga, come on, man.
Yeah, he's soft as a grape.
That boy
I'm
soft,
sorry.
dog.
Hey, go ahead, sophisticated jerk.
Yeah, let me pull that comment back up. Just my man Biz laid it out. Now the one right here. Look, Deshaun Stevenson, Gilbert Arenas, Chris Brown, Wiz Khalifa,
Gilbert,
Orlando. Hold on,
Track record.
where's the other one? He put another one in here. Tyrod Taylor, Jalen. Who hasn't she been with? That's what the bigger question.
why can't she date? I don't
She gotta
understand.
get
This ain't
back
dating.
We don't
And
know
none
if
of
she has
these
sex
dudes
with the
want
men
to
or
marry
not.
her.
We don't know that.
Damn.
When
Oh,
a dude don't want to
don't
marry
know
a
that.
woman, that speaks loud volumes right there. Yes, come on.
I would date too until I found who I want. Yes, I would date too. As a woman, we have that choice.
Yeah, but also men have a choice not to choose you. And I'm
that's
talking
you.
about you
Twin, holla at me,
specifically.
twin.
I'm talking about that woman right there. Okay? Ain't nobody choosing her like
That
that
doesn't
but
make
the
her
young,
3 or
naive,
4,
dumb
though.
athlete. You know?
That doesn't make her 3 or 4.
Man, I
and
think I gotta play. I think I gotta play that video because I don't think y'all getting it.
hold on. Let Foxy, we did want to go before we
let
play the
Fox
video.
get it. Yeah.
She has a track record, right? And so that doesn't necessarily equate her to be a hoe, because like Evolution said, a hoe gets paid for what she does. But the fact that this woman has a track record with different A-lister celebrity type dudes, I mean, other guys is looking like, nah, we're not gonna wife you up. Like none of these guys attempted to wife her up or anything. And then she's left 2 children behind with other people. She's not even taking care of them. That's a red flag. And we can't sit here and be like, you know what? Then I want to procreate. And I think the fact that she went for this little young guy is because he's young enough. And I won't say he's naive. We don't know his mental state, right? But he's young enough. And he sees this woman, she's beautiful for her age. She may have something, you know, that sparks his interest besides the looks. We can get there. But I mean, he probably doesn't know her track record because she's old enough. He's half her age. So he's not checking for her like that. He's probably not doing a background check to figure out who this chick is. I mean, so yeah, she's used goods, like for real.
Let me ask y'all something. Can
Foxy.
y'all
Shout out
prove
Foxy.
Evolution, hold on. I
Foxy, drop your cash app.
Evolution, I gotta go.
Put your cash app in the private chat.
Let me say this real quick. Let me say this real quick, right?
They got Brooklyn looking bad over here.
It's the Bronx and Brooklyn in the house. That's why it's Bronx and Brooklyn.
Let me say this quick. Hold on.
We always got
Let me say
beef.
this quick. At the end of the day, right? When you a fly dude, you ain't worried about that. You ain't worried about if she a 3 or 4. None of that. If she a 3 or 4, hold on. If you're 3 or 4, you slot her accordingly. You put in the 3 or 4 slot. You know she's not a wife. You know she's not on that level. So you just put in the 3 or 4 category. You ain't worried about that. You know what I mean? You put the wives where the wives need to be. You put the friends where the friends need to be. You put the hoes where the hoes need to be. And you keep it pushing. You don't be on here crying and bitching and none of that. You know what I mean? He not crying and bitching, so that means he a fly nigga. Salute to the fly niggas. Fly niggas up. Let's go. Let's get it.
He doesn't know what he got himself into. Hold on. I gotta give
He does. I think he does.
Hold on for a second. Hold on.
I'm gonna start a fly nigga show too. What up, baby?
Yeah, I gotta give a shout out to Stan again, right, with a donation. He says, but money ain't corny though. But the money ain't corny though. Have his baby, yes. And then shouts to Biz Network, okay?
Yeah, shout out to Biz.
He says that she got paid for everything. They flew her out, paid for her clothes, her car. She's a cum.
So she's a hoe. So she's paid. She's hired Punani.
Can y'all show me receipts of her laying down with these men? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, hold on.
Because if you in Atlanta or somewhere, you gonna fly me out too. You know what I'm saying? You gonna do that.
But hold on, but real G's.
Okay, Evolution. Okay.
I thought she had her own bag though, right?
Right, if she have her own bag, why she need
she had her own bag?
Like she's independent. She could do everything.
But if she has her own bag, why does she need you? What are men supposed to do?
She's a strong,
independent woman. And secure.
But you just said that she can provide, protect, and be secure by herself. So does she need him to do that for her or not?
Let me tell you something. I work for the government. I make good money. And I still, if you over in Virginia, Atlanta, Australia, you're going to pay for everything.
So you're going to take a broke man's money while you got money of your own.
Okay.
I'm not even buying a Snicker, player.
Okay, cool.
You're going to pay for everything.
Okay, let's just say cool that the guy is on board and he's willing to pay for everything, fly you out, dinner, everything. What does he get out of that?
What do you think?
Apparently he gets cricket.
He gets whatever she gets.
He's going to smash.
He's expecting to get top.
Oh,
and all that
it's not expecting. It's going down.
He's going to be expecting to get the lady later. That's what he's going to be expecting.
Hold on. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Hold on, y'all. We're not talking about expectations, right? Because when he buys the flight, that's not an expectation, right? He already bought the flight. So there you go. When you buy the dinner, it's no expectation, right? Like I'm secure. I'm certainly gonna buy the flight. I'm certainly gonna pay for this. What is he certainly gonna get besides some used vagina?
Whatever she decides to give him, his penis used too. I don't understand y'all do.
But that's the thing. His used penis is paying for everything. Your used vagina ain't putting out nothing.
Exactly. But your used penis ain't spectacular because guess what? You paying for me to come out, player. So what are we talking about here?
So if I pay for you, if I pay for you to come out, you're gonna have to be doing some backflips, cartwheels.
You can't
you
find
want to be serving some meals. You're gonna be giving it up.
Focus on yourself, players.
I'm gonna have to start writing these contracts. I'm telling you, if I was in that situation. But a lot of these people, right? Again, that's why I'm putting this up there. Some of these guys, right, who got it like that, but still on the average tip, some of these guys still be flying some of these women out there, and they still don't get none. And then they gotta pretty much ship them right back where they came from. Because y'all don't hold your end to the bargain.
No, don't ship them. They gotta walk back to where they came from.
You should know.
5-point toe.
If you can't get it, that's on you, player. You wasn't strong enough to get it. You didn't have the skills to get it.
See, that's that BS, man. I'm
that's just what it is. It's not a guarantee that you're gonna get anything. You know what I'm saying? Unless that's
the power of the NFL baby daddy, Dre has more power. Okay, that's
Stan is dropping them super chats like it's the lotto right now. Salute to Stan.
So evolution
came up.
Just to be clear, so once the man pays for the flight, the extravagant trip, the hotel, the room, pay for all the gas and stuff, what are you offering in return?
My spectacular, fabulous company. I'm a great person to sit down and talk.
Y'all got it.
We're gonna have laughs and everything. I'm providing you my company, which is a precious gem. It's a jewel. You know what I'm saying? I am blessing you with my time. That's what it is.
It sounds great, but it also sounds like escort type services, and it's a slippery slope when we have somebody that
solicitation. Yep.
Yeah, it gets a little slippery and dangerous because I've seen guys post videos of this girl, I paid for everything. I paid for the hotel. I paid for her flight. Did dinner. And she bugging, why does she want to put out? And the girl's like, why do I have to do that just because you did all that? And sometimes, you could lose your life because of that. It's a very dangerous game out here with some people because you're emotionally invested. Who knows how long you've been talking? It could be just an internet thing. And then you're like, you know what? I want to see this person. You're not flying thousands of miles just to sit there and look at each other face to face. For what? Like, we know what's going down. We adults. You know what I mean? So it gets a little like, there's this quiet expectation that happens if somebody's doing all this. They pay for everything and you're good. I mean, at some point you're gonna have to put out.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta play this video real quick. If I don't play the video, we ain't getting nowhere.
Go ahead, play the video in 3.
All right. Can you guys hear it?
It's a little bit low.
Oh shit, that's all else to go.
You knew her mother and was all under her pics. Hashtag dirty work. Hashtag now Bria Hicks, you should date Drea's son. I mean, this is so embarrassing. So embarrassing. I think Drea got pregnant out of desperation because she realized that if she wanted to be financially secure for the rest of her life, she had to go for somebody younger and dumber. And Jalen is definitely that. young and dumb. And also he's cute and rich too. So he's an easy prey for women like Drea. And in his mind, he probably thinks it's a flex that Drea Michelle is having his baby, but he doesn't realize that he's being used. And make no mistake about it, he is grown enough to know better, but I do feel a little sorry for him because he's just too naive to understand the type of woman Drea is. Women like Drea use men for a come up. This is what they do. They scout athletes, they scout rappers and singers, and they try to attach themselves to any guy who has some type of status, some money, and find out how to use them. And see, Drea knows that her options aren't the same. She can't pull these type of tricks on a successful man in her age bracket. So she had to go younger. This was her only option. And she's not the only one who's doing this. Brittany Renner did it too. She trapped the NBA player PJ Washington with a baby. And Brittany was 6 years older than him, which is not really a big deal when you compare it to the age difference between Drea and Jalen. She was 26 and he was 20, but he was still younger and he was still usable. And Brittany was on the hunt to take advantage of a young, naive baller. She claimed she wasn't with him for money, but she knew PJ had a bright future ahead of him and he was going to go to the NBA. So she trapped him.
The worst people to deal with are the athletes. None of them use condoms, really. So if y'all really want to try to come up off a check off a man, you could just an athlete. They're really dumb.
Oh, let me go back real quick because Quantum Love is saying something foolish, right? So let me play this one more time. Okay.
No, but she's saying something truthful though. I just want to say this real quick. There are some women that will have kids because my baby gonna look cute, or they gonna have that pretty hair, or they gonna have beautiful eyes. So they don't care about marrying the dude. They don't care if the dude is stable. They just gonna have a cute little kid.
But in this case, right, this woman is because she's talking about Brittany Renner like herself, right? So I get that part right as far as like most average women will go for the generics. But Brittany Renner, right, in her case, she's going for the bag. She's blatantly telling you guys, look.
Now she going for it all because of what he's like 6'10", 11. So she automatically, vicariously checks off those boxes. Super tall, athletic. She thinks that he looks good and he got the bag. So he just checked off all of her baby daddy boxes that what was her criteria. So, And like I said, these chicks are skilled at what they're doing, right? So I don't think PJ is a victim. However, these men are being preyed upon.
And that part, that is definitely true. Let me finish this last part of the video.
And at one point she thought she was going to hit the jackpot with her daughter, but her daughter didn't want to be in the spotlight, and Joy was upset about that because her daughter was going to be her cash cow. She was going to give her the lifestyle that she wanted without having to compromise herself for the likes of Diddy. And she complained about her daughter.
Remember I was telling y'all about that other woman?
Content and work.
I don't know. She just does not like being recorded. She's just like, Mom, stop. Mom, stop. Every time I have to sneak into it. And even when I sneak into it, she gets so mad. She's just like, no, I look crazy. Like, no, I look crazy. My hair needs to be done. And then when her hair is done, she's like, Mom, stop. I'm like, what's the problem? She's like, I just don't want to be recorded. Like, I don't want to do that. And I don't want to act either. And I was like, okay, well, we're not even talking about acting. I don't want to do it. And I feel like you and my dad are trying to pressure me into acting and all this stuff. And I don't want to do it. I just want to be a kid. I just want to go to school. And I just want to be a kid and play sports and have friends. And I just want to be a kid. Baby girl.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
In my head, I'm like, girl, you're 12, you're so talented and so beautiful, and you could really be out here getting some bag at 12. But okay, I get it. I'm not gonna pressure her. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm not gonna pressure you. That's not what you want to do. You don't have to do it. But you guys, I don't know. Try to comment or something, knock some sense into her. Even the last TikTok.
Somebody need to comment and knock some sense to you.
Let me see you do it right, do it left, do it right, do it left, do it.
Fellas, this is an example of a bad mother.
You see her face? She was so annoyed the whole time. I was like, wait, how somebody doesn't realize
She did not want to do this. She's like,
why is she pressed about her 12-year-old daughter on video? Like, she's a loser.
Like, let's do it.
Yeah,
I
facts.
Exactly.
wanted to see you for fun, man. I'm for us to like be posting me and stuff. I'm like,
And the dad ain't no better too.
shy. So after Joy realized that she couldn't use her daughter for a financial come up, she decided to find someone else, and she found someone younger and a little bit more naive, similar to how Drea found Jalen. And I'm not trying to shame these women. I know it sounds like I'm shaming them, but I noticed there's a sense of desperation amongst women like Drea. They get older, make bad decisions, mismanage their dating life, have multiple children by different men, and they wake up one day and they realize that they don't have the options they used to have. This is why it's important for young women to date with intention, especially hypergamous women, women who want to date men of a higher status financially. They have to date smart. They have to move like somebody like Sabrina Elba. They have to carry themselves a certain way to attract a man who is of high caliber. Also, they shouldn't be too accessible and shouldn't be seen with every hot rapper or every new athlete on the scene. Lastly, they shouldn't be out here having babies with multiple guys. It will end up affecting their dating options moving forward. But anyway, tell what y'all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah, go ahead and subscribe to Impressive Media. I believe that's what it is called. But shout out to the woman for even like just doing this like reaction for us. So impressive. Definitely like, subscribe. She got 1.3 million subscribers, and I see why. She's definitely good on her stuff. So
She's a
also shout out to Stan as well too. Like, another super chat donation. He says Joy going to be on Quiet on Set documentary too. Okay, so all right, that's what's up. All right.
But yeah, she was definitely mad at her daughter, man. Up at that clip, man, for not wanting to. I guess she knew it mentally, like, damn, I'm gonna have to jump back in these streets, man, and she don't like take on this TikTok.
Look, man, we gotta just be honest, right? Some of these people, right? Yeah, they was once like, maybe like super successful, or they had stuff going on in their younger years. And now they're getting older. Maybe like the bag is not coming fast enough as they used to. So now they're trying to pass this on to their children because, they want to get a retirement check. And if the children don't want to do anything, then they got to find like the next sucker that will be willing to like kind of put his stuff on the line, put his resources on the line so they can get that come up check. And that's all it is to it. And honestly, this is an example of one of many other children of how they probably be feeling right now when their parents are trying to pressure them, put them on blast on social media, or they put their stuff on social media to the point where it's like, oh, okay, now they gotta like, suffer their embarrassment of what their dumb parents are doing, all because they're trying to make a quick come up or like, trying to secure the bag. So you're compromising your integrity as a woman, as a man, and you're not really caring about the well-being of your children. Again, i.e. Amber Rose's son fighting off people who's pretty much that's going to joke about his mom for the rest of his life. This man may come up with some serious mental issues, and nobody will never really care about it because, oh, you're born in a, established family establishment. You was already raised in luxuries that we gotta work hard for. So of course ain't nobody gonna care about the kids' well-being and mental health. But we gotta stand up in the building. So Stan, salutes to you, man.
Hey, what's up, man? Hey,
what's good, Stan?
I'm just calling to say, man, run me my banner. I've been donating.
Yeah, we've been donating
because I want to hear I'm rich. That's what I live for.
Unfortunately, Stan, like on regular reviews, we don't have the super chat like videos like plugged in. I wish that StreamYard would just made it universal and not just always by banner. But
damn, no love for Stan.
I will highlight all like the super chats that Stan has definitely been donating because Stan the man has definitely been, putting his money's worth. And if Stan could do it, you guys could do it as well too, though. So feel free to donate to Knowledge and Relationships and get the likes up as well for all platforms.
I just want to add on, like, great show. I know you guys couldn't get onto all the videos because there was quite a few women recently within 2 weeks of doing the research that's doing the same thing that she's doing. And like and that first one I put out, like, yo, like, nobody wants to get married. Why get married when you can have a kid and get the wife lifestyle without being a wife? And that's a real thing.
And that's pretty much what Drea said. That's literally kind of paraphrasing what she said. Like, hey, we don't have to be married. We don't have to be in a relationship as long as our kids are taken care of. She said they don't even have to live in the same house.
Yeah, this her third husband. If you look at it that way, this her third husband. Because you look, there's like the other player who's got his first child with Future's baby mama and Bow Wow's baby mama.
Joy Chavis, something like that.
Yeah. And you look at that, right? And you're just like, yo, like, she's playing also for the long game. She figured out, okay, let me get out the music industry. The streaming for music is not that great right now. Let me go in and get, an established player and get the money. And in Brooklyn, I get you. Because anybody know women from New York, right? Y'all don't like the corny guys, but y'all get pregnant by the corny guys because the corny guys pay child support. So all hail the corny guys because the corny guys come up with the money. So you can support the lifestyle with the pookies.
They get pregnant. They get
corny guys.
You get pregnant by anybody. That's not.
No, you get pregnant. A smart woman. These smart women, they could have gone back to the lifestyle.
Child support then.
Yeah, but here's the thing: they could have gone back, but they didn't. They're smart. We have to play the game, and that's it. It's smart. It's just smart. It's sad when you saw that last video when she's trying to push out her 12-year-old child, and that's why I put out that documentary that's out right now, Quiet on the Set, and you see what happened to these kids when you push them out to these Hollywood execs and you try to make them famous.
Yeah, Macaulay Culkin, the Olsen twins, Lindsay Lohan.
But she wasn't doing that. We know that.
No,
right?
no, but
you
you pushing that 12-year-old on TikTok and you want her to be famous and everything else. Watch that documentary because that's what happened to a lot of parents.
That's not the same thing though.
It's the same thing. That industry.
Do y'all know? It's over $120,000. You hear what I'm saying? That's the new thing. I keep telling y'all, we are not our grandparents.
Not every TikToker is making.
We are not our grandparents.
But the way we are the grandparents,
crazy money, more than adults.
We are the grandparents, and we're pushing out our kids and pushing them out for the man to go ahead and control and pay them to act. We have to go a little bit smarter about that because your kids, watch that documentary. When you watch the documentary, it would change your mind about putting kids in front of the entertainment and pushing them into entertainment, because you got people now that's like 2 decades later who are still dealing with the abuse they got working for Nickelodeon. That stuff is deep and there's several parts. You can watch it on HBO Max or Lifetime or whatever those. I don't know who owns what now anymore.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out tonight because somebody was telling me about that. And I mean, what happened to pushing your kid to be like a doctor? Somebody in business is like, man, you can take them lanes too. You don't always have to take the entertainment route,
Yeah.
The way y'all saying you shouldn't push them to do nothing. The way y'all saying it.
No one even alluded to anything like that.
You get what I'm saying? It's pushing. What she said was, my child don't want to do anything. I saw that as like, oh, well, that's a problem right there. Because if you're not,
she don't want to embarrass herself. It's not that she
wants to be normal.
That's what she said. She don't want to do nothing.
She wants to be a kid.
She wants
to be a kid. That's what she told her. I want to be a kid. All right. I don't want to do what you want me to do and embarrass myself and be clinically depressed all because of social media and try to be a social media junkie. I'd rather just do it at my own pace, at my own time.
No,
and that woman and that young girl is going to be successful. She's going to be something for herself without being, like her parents. Unfortunately.
Evolution
Wait,
down there sounding like Joe Jackson.
I got a
Okay,
question.
Evolution is like, hey, you better
I
sing with
got
the
a
belt
question,
at.
right? I got a question.
What's your question?
Ghislaine Maxwell.
I got a question, right? Right. Okay, my question is this, right? Know what I mean? Do we have the same energy when it comes to the colonizer and the oppressor? When they out here being hoes and the men are getting played and all that,
Hell
do we have the
no.
same energy? We don't.
Hell
Why
no.
we was
Yes,
attacking
we
our people
do.
for? Why we
Yes,
was
we
attacking our
do.
people for? No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No cap. No, it ain't. Because y'all know when it comes to them white folks and them other folks, y'all niggas don't be saying nothing. Y'all
They
niggas be
can do
shook
no
daddy.
wrong.
I'm the
I don't care
only
about what
nigga
those
that
folks
be
be
pointing all
doing.
that shit out.
And I don't
You know
want
what I'm saying?
nobody in my
Y'all
business
know
either.
what it
Speak
is.
for
Because I don't
yourself
care
on
about
that.
nobody. I don't care what your race is and none of that. I'm gonna keep it 100. You feel me? If you doing whatever you're doing, I'm gonna just say what it is. You know what I mean? I'm gonna charge it to the game. Y'all know how I get down. And at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't have the same energy for them white chicks that be acting like hoes and doing other stuff. Y'all do not have the same energy. Or for the dudes that be doing that other stuff too. When they be out here doing the crazy stuff, when they be out here messing with kids and all that, y'all ain't got no energy for them. But every time it's somebody black, y'all got energy for it. Come on, man. We gotta stop this backstabbing shit, man. For real. That shit is
How is
lame.
Negative.
anyone being
And you know why
backstabbed?
he right? You
You
know
pull
why
up
he
the clip
right
with
about
How is
anything
that?
anyone
wrong,
being
we gonna address
backstabbed?
it. In this
You know
case,
why he
these
right about
females.
that? Because look at
Well,
the Nickelodeon thing y'all talking about. That's all white kids, ain't it? It might be one or two
No, they
black
got the
kids,
black
but
kids
that's
on
mostly
there.
white kids.
Mhm.
Drake Bell,
We'll do a show about
these
it.
kids that done made it famous. They huge now. Now they want to talk about somebody done play with their booty. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like a cry for attention because they not popping no more. That's
That
what
Nickelodeon
y'all
kid had
can't fall into
allegations
the
against him
industry
too.
and
Get him,
the industry
Evolution.
traps.
Evolution, you gotta watch it. You got because there was black kids in there, and when you see,
yeah, they preyed on
and it
There
everybody,
was
wasn't
man.
just
more
him;
white
it was
kids
so
in there, though.
many.
Let's be honest.
Evolution,
I'm a Nickelodeon kid.
I know
I
evolution, and
seen a little bit of what y'all
that's
talking about.
evolution. But there's just something, right? When we look at what happened back then with all the kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
What all the kids said was, "I'm taking this money to get my family out of poverty." They work these kids in long hours, right? So they're doing overtime, which meant the parents had to quit their jobs to make sure this child lived their dreams. There was a lot of sacrifices that took place. And then when the kids didn't make it because they didn't want to go extra, and I'm not going to say because, the platform,
Mm-hmm.
and the parents couldn't, the parents felt like if they said anything, they would block opportunities for their kids. And this is stuff that happened in the 90s and the early
Casey the
2000s.
Blacklisted.
Right, and it's like when you look at it, you see how systemic this stuff is. So when this child who says she don't want to go TikTok, she's different from her mother because both her parents are famous. She don't want it, and it's okay. She just wants to get good grades, apply for whatever, probably go the boot camp or whatever in the summertime. She don't want the fame. They have that option because you made it. Now your kids could do other things. Your kids don't
Mm-hmm.
want to be famous. You're already famous. They want to do something else. Let
It's
your
not
kids
about her
have
not
their
wanting
own
it. It's
dreams.
about y'all saying
But
she's
hold
a
on,
bad mother
we
because
know it's
she wants
mostly
her child to do that. She's not a bad
hold
mother.
on, we know it's
Oh,
mostly
she a bad mother.
it ain't mostly black kids.
She's
We
not
know
a
You're a
bad
that.
very
mother.
bad mother.
We know
You want
hold
your
on,
And
we
a
know the
hoe.
black
above
we know the
average.
black
There's
kids ain't
nothing
being
wrong with that.
we know the black kids ain't being touched like that. Raven Simone wasn't being touched like that. Zendaya wasn't being touched like that. We know
Because their
that.
parents was
You know
Their
what I'm
heavily
saying?
parents were
involved.
there.
Their
Yeah,
Yeah.
parents
exactly.
was
But
heavily
our
What's
people,
involved.
the
our people.
difference?
Hold on. Our people don't play that pedophile shit. We don't do that. You know that already.
What?
No, you
We
gotta
don't play
watch the
that shit.
documentary. You gotta
You know
watch the
what I'm saying?
documentary.
It be mostly them other folks, them white folks, them Jewish folks, and all other stuff. I ain't afraid to say it. I'm gonna say it. It be mostly
Look
them.
at
You
Usher.
know what I mean?
His mama
Okay, well,
pulled
what
his
about
hair.
the R. Kelly situation then?
Yeah, I was about to say that too.
Yeah.
So
How
yeah,
Them
many,
R.
parents
Kelly
how
was
was
many
one
white
young
to
person.
get
underage
money.
You
Them
women
talking about
parents
one
got?
flipped
person?
them parents
There's
flipped
no
them
one
kids
person.
there.
You talking about one person? You got a history of white folks doing that pedophilia stuff. You got a history of that. They love doing that.
Yeah,
That's
that
why
is
they.
their
That's why.
Okay,
That's
culture.
why
well,
they
yeah.
DNA.
Yeah,
Know what I mean?
that is their culture. I can't hold
Like,
you on that.
yeah, like,
Thank you, B-Eazy. Thank you.
That's facts. And to be honest, R. Kelly, I'm still gonna bump 12 play. Ain't nothing
me
wrong with a
too.
little bump and
Word,
grind.
12 play.
Uh,
12 play
Yeah,
is
ain't,
going too.
I'm still gonna play the music no matter what. But I'm
No,
just
but
saying.
but peep this though. Like it just shows the
Welcome
hypocrisy.
back.
If they really cared about R. Kelly, they would be going off after all these directors. And peep this, how they
Mhm.
slandered and killed Michael Jackson and said he was this creepy pedophile. Then all of a sudden they buy his music collection for 1.2 billion, which was the
Sony
biggest
bought
sale.
back
No
And
problem.
now they want to promote it. If he's some sick, creepy pedophile, why y'all buying his music and trying to promote it? Because they wanted to demonize him so they can buy money and then make money off of it. And a lot of us fell for it. You know, even a lot of those lying kids came out and said, "Hey, look, we was lying. We just wanted a bag." You know.
Yeah.
But here's a bigger picture. Here's another picture. When it comes to black and brown children, let's be honest, America, nobody cares. And if you watch that documentary, you'll see it. Like when it came to those black kids, those brown kids on set, they will tell you what happened to them, and nobody really cared. What they told the parents was don't mess up their opportunities. They'll get over it. And that's all I got to say. I know a lot of times we put so much on the bag and so much on the money that we don't think about the souls and what's going to happen to the next generation.
Exactly.
But Stan, and thanks for bringing that stuff up. And because I agree with you, but the parent is the front line of defense.
Right.
And you go excel on your own end and don't live through your kids. If you can't hack it, oh well, man. You push them into other things and stuff. And you, like you said, you don't be just dropping them off with anybody. Nah, you stand with your kid, and if they on that shit, you know, like, hey, leave your kid here, or if you're here, I don't care, but you can't go forward on this opportunity. Man, get your kid up out of there, man. You know,
because a lot of the parents are complicit with that.
Wait, hold on, B-Eazy. And the one thing I don't like is that why everybody gotta always take everything in social media. You know what I mean? Especially like, you know, if you don't like something about your kid, do you think social media is gonna care and they're gonna try to persuade your daughter to like kind of get her mind right the way how you want her to get her mind right and get her back on track and do the TikTok thing? Like, come on, man. Like, some things shouldn't even really be said on the internet anyways. If she don't want to do that particular act, let her be. Leave her alone. But also, I gotta give the disclaimer real quick because of YouTube University, right? So please be advised that what we discuss is not political, clinical, financial, medical, nor legal advice. This is for entertainment and informational purposes only. And also, please be advised too that the opinions of our panelists, guests, and chat are not necessarily the viewpoints of Knowledge and Relationships. You know, everybody does have a strong opinion that I do definitely agree to, and some that I do disagree. But again, I always gotta make sure I put that disclaimer out there. So there you go, YouTube.
But Evolution, real quick, the reason I'll say she's a bad mom because she's sitting in her car pouting why a 12-year-old don't want to, you know, do TikTok and stuff at the end of the day. So it's like you could be upset that your kid don't want to do the specifics, but no adult's gonna be sitting around pouting, making a TikTok video about what they don't want to do. So that's signs that she's a bad mom.
Is she a TikToker though? If she's a TikToker, it's just like me when I go over to TikTok. It's called what they do, these day in the life things, right? And people pick social media because social media is where the money is, right? So you go over there, I could be making food. I'm going to put that up there. If I got something to say, look at the lady that talked about her husband or her ex or whatever. It was 50 parts of it. That's what people do. That doesn't make her a bad mother. She is a YouTuber. She is a TikToker.
Nah, that's a bad mom.
That doesn't make you a bad mama because you don't like what because your kid didn't do it. You're just saying your opinion, what you think, just like we're all doing here. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you don't throw your loved ones under the bus for your own views and shit. So if you throw your wife under the bus,
that wasn't a throw under the bus. That was saying
she putting her business out there.
I don't know. It's no business. If she's on social media, nothing is. You can come up there and say anything. If she's getting interviewed or she's saying this is what she's saying. She didn't say, I hate my child or my daughter is terrible because she don't want to do this. My daughter is a hoe. She didn't say none of that. She just said, I can't believe my daughter don't want to do this. We can make money, whatever. She just giving her opinion. How can y'all equate
that has nobody's business and that's not her business to care that.
You adding people into the mix that don't need to be in there.
Okay, so Evolution, right? So if you was in a situation, right, where maybe you or let's say like your boyfriend or something, right, and he wants you to do something that you don't really agree to, and you feel like that probably was like more of like a personal thing, and he takes it over to TikTok, he takes it over to YouTube, and he's like, man, Evolution don't want to do this for me. Man, she want to be lazy. Like, I feel like she want to be lazy. Come on, everybody. Like, let's go ahead and hit up on Evolution's DMs and try to convince her to do this for me.
Evolution will cut him with a razor.
You know what I mean?
But if he's already on social media, if he's been doing that, it ain't like that's his first day. His first video going to be him saying that I don't want to do something. No, if he's been doing that, then I'm like, all right, he doing what he usually do. You get
See,
what
now
I'm
you
saying?
capping. Now you capping.
That's
No, matter of fact, I want you to
in
use
order
the
Cap
for
term.
me
level
to
You
9.
cap, you
are
would have to know
absolutely
me.
lying.
That's not cap. That's what I'm saying. If a person normally, if you normally have a show on Saturdays at 3:00, you get what I'm saying? Am I gonna be mad if you have this show on Saturdays at 3:00? That's what you do.
No, but it's different because it's not about just having a show at 3:00. It's about having a show at 3:00 and airing out what some would consider dirty laundry. You can do the show. It's just
That
you don't
wasn't
have
dirty
to.
laundry. Y'all taking it too
So,
far.
okay,
Y'all,
so
you
if
know what
somebody
y'all
was
doing,
How
right?
relationship and
Wait.
kids.
Can I say something? Y'all know what y'all doing, right? If I was new to this channel, I didn't know y'all. I would say that y'all are finding any type of way to villainize women, especially black women. You haven't said one
Literally no
you
one
haven't
was
said one
villainized.
good thing about a black woman since I've been up here.
No,
Let's talk
no
about
one
it.
was
Let's talk
villainized.
about it.
And you didn't
Let's
say
talk
anything
about
positive about black men. So what are you even
Exactly.
talking about?
We've been talking about the women. I didn't say nothing bad about Jalen, did I? I actually gave him a compliment. I gave Jerk a compliment. I don't know him. I didn't
Hold
give
on.
a compliment.
Hold on. You called a bunch of dudes corny. Was that a compliment?
I talked about Michael B. Jordan being corny.
But
Was
yo,
that a
you said, but
compliment?
dudes like him are also corny. That
Yes,
could
they
insinuate
are.
me. That could insinuate
I know
Yeah.
that for a
Jerk.
fact.
But was
I
that a
know
compliment?
I've dated. So I wasn't born yesterday. I've dated. I said that type of dude is corny. We couldn't be together. Play it back. I know exactly what I be saying.
That's an insult, though. So you're whining about insults while you insulted a group of people.
And be easy. And to add on to it, she's encouraging young women to not date corny people.
Nah, don't be
So
trying
people who look
to
at her,
defend
they're
him.
not going to look at
Corny,
these corny
corny.
guys. They're going to look at the thugs. They're going to look at the.
And if
the
a chick is a
pastors.
thought, she's a thought. What are we talking about
Michael B.
here?
Jordan,
Yeah,
I think
facts.
you're corny. That's it. You're corny. That's it.
And if a
think
chick is a thought, she's a
That's
thought.
my opinion. He's
Case
corny.
closed.
If you're corny,
But
you're
I'm
corny.
not
You know what I mean?
vilifying
Okay,
every
and so
black
you
man.
have an
I'm
opinion.
vilifying
We
every
have
She's a
our
hoe.
opinion
She's
too.
a hoe.
Evolution.
Y'all
You's a
vilify
hoe.
every
Hold on,
Oh.
guys, hold on, but
every
listen.
woman y'all talk about.
But evolution.
And the woman that was saying something negative, y'all cheered for her.
But evolution again.
There was
You
no
saying
cheering
this is
going
your
on.
opinion,
Stop the
We
cap.
gotta
and we're
look at how
also
y'all
having
come
our
across.
opinion as well too. So why our opinion is different from yours? Why can't you just accept our opinion and accept the fact that she's a hoe, okay, and she's playing these dudes, these dumb athletes, and just leave like that?
She's a professional.
Y'all
Yeah, a
haven't said
professional.
one good
Evolutionary.
thing
I will say one good
about a
thing.
black
Okay,
woman
Foxy,
yet. I would probably have
Evolutionary.
to ask y'all about y'all mothers.
Go ahead and jump in
Evolutionary.
whenever.
Oh, no, don't go for the mother
I would
stuff.
probably have to say something about your moms. To say
Evolution.
something,
Let go.
for y'all to say something good about a black woman. That's a problem.
Evolution. Evolution.
That's
Here's
a problem.
something. Evolution.
Hold on, let
I'm
me
gonna say
step
this.
in. Hold on, wait, stand. Hold on, Stan, let me step in. Right? Because Evolution, she always salute me. She always give me comments as a king. You know what I mean? She always say, yo, what up, king? So she always show love to black men who actually are really stepping in they black manness, you know what I mean? And they manners as a whole. But if you're a corny nigga, you're a corny nigga. I even said he was corny. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man. I'm a full grown man. You know what I mean? Everybody
But
know
you guys
that.
are both
You know
from
what I
New
mean?
York. Of course,
He's
you're gonna call
corny.
you a king.
It don't matter about if I'm from New York or not. I'm not just from New York. I'm from North Carolina and I'm from the West Coast. Stop saying I'm from New York. I'm like, Pac, I'm from everywhere, dog. You know what I mean? Stop trying to make me I'm from New York, dog. I'm from everywhere. You know what I mean? Let's go.
Foxy wanted to chime in real quick.
My roots are Brooklyn, though. Holla at me.
Holla.
Oh, hold on. Stan, do you mind if I let Foxy chime in real quick?
Yeah, go for
Homegrown, Miss Nebraska.
Yeah.
I like Foxy.
Thank you, Evolution. So in regards to dang, I just lost my train of thought. But no, it's all good. It's all good. It was along the lines of like with the getting the back. Oh yeah. I am what would be considered. I don't consider myself a content creator, but apparently it's been notified that I am a content creator. And when I talk about, because I do like I go into astrology and things of that nature, and I like to. Pisces is my number one loves of my life. I hate them and I love them at the same time. And I have a lot of Pisces men in my family. So I'll say, I will say like my father or my husband and things like that, but I won't like drag them down. And my children have been interactive with me, but I never put them on camera because I just respect my privacy. And I don't want my children to be not exploited, but be on camera. Like I'm a very kind of private person. And though on social media, I have two different accounts. I have one that's private and one that's the Foxy Moon. And I don't put my family up there and on my private, you got to ask to come and check me. So and then even on that, I don't put my family up there anymore because a lot of nefarious things is happening with these children, and her daughter had every right to say, Mom, I don't want to be a part of this. I think the daughter might be smarter than the mother and realizes that social media, there's a darker side to that. She's like, look, I don't want to partake in all that, and every time you put the camera on, it's go time. I don't want to do that. I just want to play Barbies. She's 12. And yeah, the nature of the beast is that TikTok was geared towards children, but they don't want to always be on go time when the camera comes on. And then she's in her car, it's like kind of whining about it in a sense. Not that she's throwing her child in the bus, but she's whining. And it's like, you're not giving props to your child. Like she was fake dissing her child, but giving her props at the same time. And it's like, no, like, you know what? That's because you were doing it at one point. She was younger, so she didn't really have she wasn't aware at the point. Now she's conscious of, I don't want to do this all the time. I'm kind of grown out of that. And the mom is in there pouting, like she's acting like she's 12. So I wouldn't say she's a bad mother, but it's just her parenting is a little questionable
or irresponsible.
She has an opinion, so kill her. I get it.
Yeah, and I just want
That's
to-
exactly what y'all saying.
Gaslighting
No,
has
it's
reached
not-
a
it's
level
because
of
she has an
9,000.
I just want to ask something real quick.
Nobody said kill except for you.
Right? I just want to ask something
Oh,
real
no,
quick.
Let's try to use the term delete, because if we keep saying it multiple times, YouTube will try to shut the stream and all that other stuff. So.
right.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna say this, like, as a dad of a 12-year-old, each year when your kids get older is a brand new personality. That's one. Two, a 12-year-old is in the 6th grade. They're in the middle school. They're going through a lot of changes. They don't want any more things they can carry. We forget, like, 12-year-olds they're growing up. They're not like they're 10. It's not that simple for them anymore. And a lot of times when the kids say they want to be a regular kid, they're 12. They're growing up. Life is changing and they're becoming adults. And we have to honor those milestones with children.
And we got to see them as young
Simon.
adults versus the children part too, right? Because
I would say
sometimes
this: we got to see ourselves as the adults, because we all know that there's this thing called doxy. That's why I don't put too much stuff of the kids on my page anymore, because people go do locations and find out from the picture where the kids go, right? So
More
I
scandalous
don't
stuff.
post. I don't post too much stuff, or if I post something, I post it like 6 months later, or I post it at my house because I wish you come here. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but we're the adults, we're the parents, and at the end of the day, you're the one that's going to be responsible for what happens to this child. If you don't want to put the child does not want to be on TikTok to make money. There's other ways to make money. There's eBay. They don't need a personality. There's
Etsy,
other stuff,
lemonade
right?
stands.
No, I don't need to do that. 'cause people come
Ain't
to the
nobody
house.
doing that. It's 2020.
Actually, a lot of people is doing it out here.
Let me ask a question. Was her daughter doing a TikTok before she made the statement?
Yeah, but that's the thing I'm
Yes,
saying.
they
Like, when
are,
they hit
sure.
12, they're different, because
Okay,
people
so
don't
hold
fail
on,
to
hold on.
realize, right?
So hold on. This what I'm saying, right? That's what I'm saying. Because some kids, they want to be in the spotlight. Some kids want to be, doing the TikToks and all that. You know what I mean? I know a kid that one of the parents asked, "Can I do a TikTok?" and they real young, and the parent told them no. You know what I'm saying? They real young. They like around like 10 or 12 or something like that, right? So like it depends on the child. So each child is different. Some children want to be in the spotlight, some don't. But I think okay, if she was doing it at first and then she changed her mind, then her mother came out with a statement, was like, "Yo, I wish she was still doing it." I don't think that make her a bad mother. Not at all. You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't.
You know what I mean? She was just making a statement like, "Yo, I wish she would still do the TikTok or whatever. She don't do it no more. We gonna move on. They still a family, still together, they still a unit, they still moving, they still grooving, they still growing. You know what I mean? Holla at me.
Hold on, wait, pause, Mr. Best, because the mother said that that she had to force, pretty much keep persuading her daughter to even want to join the TikTok. At first, she did not mind, right? Dancing with her mother, but then when she realized that her mother was only doing it for TikTok, that's when the daughter kind of shut down, and she was like, "I just want to have fun with you, but I don't want to have fun on social media. I don't want social media watching me." Okay, so
Okay,
of course,
so she changed. She changed her mind.
It wasn't about her changing her mind. She was not aware that her mother was going to post this on social media. She wanted to be more private, more personal between her mouth.
Our parents do a lot.
Wait, hold on, I'm not done yet. Wait, hold on. Because I just want to make sure you speak what you know, right? So when the mother is recording her daughter,
I speak what I know. You know what I mean?
Hold on. Because I don't think you saw that video when the mother was elaborating that it was supposed to be something that was personal of what the daughter was thinking. But when she was going to put on TikTok, the daughter was like, "Okay, I don't want to really have to do this or whatever."
And then the mother, even with you explaining this, it's not going to change my mind.
Okay, you don't have to change your mind, but the fact is the facts though. The mother forced the daughter to be on the TikTok, and she did not want to do that.
At the end of the day, our parents forced us to do a lot of things we was coming up. Some good, some bad, right? We all know that. So we're not gonna sit and act like everybody parent.
But we didn't have social media back then to embarrass us.
We know back in the day with our parents, right? We know they forced us to do a lot of things that maybe we thought was probably not good, or some things that we like, man, we didn't even need to do that. You know what I'm saying? Why they making us do that? We all been through that. Because back in the days, it wasn't no social media. The kids couldn't speak out. They couldn't say nothing. It was do what I say or shut up. You know what I mean? Sometimes that was right. Sometimes that was wrong. So no parent is perfect. No parent is going to do it perfectly. You know what I mean? But all parents do that. All parents put expectations and things on their kids that sometimes their kids don't want. Every parent does that.
But Mr. Best, now we're living in a generation, right, where kids actually have more of a choice to tell their parents, hell no. So at this point, right, everything that you're saying about the past is not relevant to what's present right now. It's the mother has to respect the daughter's decision.
I'm speaking the fact of a parent being a parent. It's not about past, present, or future. Parents are going to put expectations on their children. Every parent does that. No matter if it was back in the day or if it was now. Every parent does that.
But why take it to the internet? Like Later Fall says, I want to have fun with my mother, but I don't want to be on the internet.
The internet's
That's what she wanted to do with her child, though. That ain't nobody business. That's what she wanted to do. Now,
but it is our business. It is our business because the mother she dragged us into it. It is our business now. I don't care about that.
Once the child said no, did she keep forcing the issue?
She let it go.
Media. She wants other people like me and you to convince her daughter. So yeah, she is trying to press the issue.
She just said that the daughter want to do it. She didn't convince her to do it.
She forced her child to still do it. That's all I'm asking.
Look,
no, she was upset the daughter didn't want to do it.
Look. Even though she's not physically forcing it, she's mentally persuading her. She's mentally forcing her. She's dragging people like us, right? No. I'm not giving that.
Villainizing a black woman again. No, she's not. She just said, I don't. My daughter doesn't want
tiny violin. Anyone?
That's it. All that she doing this to her child. She ain't doing nothing to her child. If I was her, if you're gonna stay in my house and eat my food, guess what? You're gonna dance on this TikTok video, or you're gonna find somewhere else to live.
Joe Jackson.
She didn't do that. She didn't do that though, right? That would make her like, oh, well, she wanted her mom. No, that's what they did.
Yeah, every parent is different.
You telling me?
And you know what? Evolution. If her mother really did force it down her throat, you would still be suing the mother. You and Mr. Best.
This is what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna salute nobody. Nobody abusing a child. I wouldn't salute that. Not at all.
That's not abuse. Well,
my mother put me in dance. I was an obese kid. You get what I'm saying? I didn't know that was gonna make me lose the weight. I was up there. I didn't know what the hell I was doing for a little while. You get what I'm saying? My mama said, "You want to eat? Then this is where you need to be. Ain't no options. You the child. I'm the parent." Eventually, I lost all that weight. I got my figure. So she knew what she was doing. You get what I'm saying? That's what the parents did back then. If all this girl is saying is, my child don't want to do it, the fact that you give her all these liberties is amazing. And my child don't want to do it. Why are we villainizing her because she said that her child doesn't want to do it?
Okay, so Evolution, right? You're talking about something that's totally different, right? This is a mother that's
not different. It's the same thing.
No. It is different, right? Because this is a mother that's helping the child to progress, whereas the other mother is basically using the child, right, to very much progress for her own financial gain.
Exploitation.
Well, I tell you how it's the same thing. You know,
exploitation versus empowerment.
Every trophy I won for dancing, you know, that came with money. So I could say that my mother was using me for money instead of using me to get my fat self to lose some weight because I was huge. You know what I'm saying?
B-Eazy, do you mind elaborate real quick for me? Because maybe I'm not explaining it right.
It's the same thing. This is the problem, right? And
It's not the same thing.
All day, I've been trying because I've been around men like y'all all day. You know what I'm saying? All through social media, and I've been trying
in the black man.
The way that you come off, even though it's a man show, it's 111.
It's not a man show. It's a reaction show.
Something bad about the black woman. That's how it looks. You get what I'm saying? That's how
talked about Latino women like the last show. You must have forgotten about that part.
We talk about men majority of the time, but if somebody clicks up here and they're offended because we're like, hey, don't exploit your kids, I'm fine with that. You know, whatever they take from that. So I'll deal with the smoke.
And aren't y'all talking about the parental guidance versus being a black parent? Aren't you? Wouldn't this same logic apply to anyone regardless of race and ethnicity?
What about y'all calling Drea all them hoes? And y'all are supposed to be grown men.
Because of her behavior.
She was a hoe because she got 2 kids. She was a hoe because she went with Chris Brown. She was a hoe because she went with Future. Not at one point in time that y'all said, well, Future a hoe because he done been all through that. Y'all didn't villainize none of them, man. You said Chris Brown a hoe because he done had a million of kids. He ain't married one woman. Y'all ain't say none of that. You get what I'm saying?
That's why we said she was aligned with guys like that. So if you broke it down, the reason why I was like, if she messed with a guy like Future is because she was baby mama number 4. And the implication behind that is he ain't shit. And we said it like numerous panels. So,
and when you say you
but I don't know implications. I know what you say out your mouth, not the implication. Because y'all didn't implicate that she was a 304. Y'all called her 304. That's the difference.
Yeah, because we're talking about her directly, but we talked to on numerous panels like Future and guys that have many babies ain't shit. So
that's right. Bias.
Did she also have babies by Bow Wow or somebody else?
Yes,
like
Bow Wow and Future.
I like Future Chris Brown. You know what I mean, those are homies.
Yeah, shout out to Chris Breezy.
But these men have done the same thing Drea did. So what's the difference between those men and Drea? Y'all call Drea something. Y'all ain't call these men something. How many women have Chris Brown been with?
Are men and women supposed to be judged by the same
but
standards?
even Chris Brown will say these hoes ain't
That's
more
the
though.
thing. Y'all not judging them, but y'all judging the woman.
No, I'm asking
because
you.
the clip that we're watching is about Drea, Michelle. So like on my other channel, I got a F the red pill. I got Nick Cannon ain't shit. Like it's on my channel. That's what I'm saying. So we do it. But we
Chris Brown and
specifically we're addressing that clip.
And since when do we judge men and women by the same standards?
We so shouldn't. Women are hoes and men are kings. Is that what we saying? Like,
I mean, you are saying that you are projecting. You are projecting that, but I'm asking you. Do you consider?
I'm telling you what I saw though.
I know, but I'm asking you a direct, specific question. I'm asking you a direct, specific question. Do you think that men and women have the same standards and responsibilities? So that means no roles or anything like that. The man is not expected to provide or protect because it's equal everything, right? The standards and everything is the same.
I said that when I first came up here. You got that from me. I said that when I first came up here.
I didn't get that from you. I asked you a question.
Provide. So to ask me that question when that's the first thing I started with.
No, but you said that was for the men. Hold on. But that's not what I asked you. You said that about men. I'm asking you, do women have
what women want?
I didn't say what women want. I asked you, could you just let me ask the question? Hold on, Sheree. I'm asking Evolution a specific question. You said the men.
Down the rows when I got
could I just ask the question? Can I just ask the question? It's gonna be very quick. You said that the men are expected to provide, protect, and everything else, etc. Right? Are women expected to provide and protect for the men as well?
Yes. Now I gave you a scenario where the woman would do that,
why is it so hard to say yes or no?
Didn't I? I didn't do that.
I'm asking you, is it a yes or a no, Evolution?
Yes.
I gave that already. I said the roles would change. I said I would take care of a man, but he would have to, the roles would change. I would be the big bank, he'd be the little bank, and he would have to follow me. I said this already. I gave the scenario already.
Were you
listening?
You still didn't really answer the question, but you got it though.
I can't give you your answer. I have to give you my answer. You get what I'm saying?
I didn't ask for my answer. I asked for a direct answer, not for you to dance around everything.
I'm not dancing around nothing. Just because you don't like it,
women love to talk their minds. I do it all the time. Sometimes Mr. W was like, Sheree, are you serious? I just I asked you a yes or no question. I didn't need a 30-minute damn down into your brain just to ask a yes or no question.
Excuse me, who's that directed to?
Person that would answer the question.
So what's she talking about? No, what's she talking about? Because I answered his question already. If you don't like the answer, that's on y'all. But I gave the answer. You get what I'm saying?
She's gonna go into another 30-minute rant.
Ma'am, I'm sorry if you got an issue with me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm Evolution.
Yeah,
I really don't care what you're talking about. I'm just gonna be honest. I gave the answer. You know what I'm saying? Because you late. I gave the answer, and that's it. That's it. I gave the answer already. I answered this question twice already before. M3, jerk. Did y'all not understand the answer that I gave?
That was a very fair answer.
Did y'all not understand the answer that I gave? Did I not answer his question? I answered it already. It's just not what he's looking for, but I can't give him the answer that he's looking for.
You don't even know what I'm looking for, so let's not do that.
I know you feel triggered by me, sir. It's okay.
I'm not triggered. Why would I be triggered by you? I don't even know you.
I understand you feel some type of way because you can't win this argument. It's okay. It's okay.
What argument? You didn't even make an argument. You in
the club where the men can't win arguments.
You went on an endless babble. Like what argument are you referring to? Like you project. No one is triggered by you. No one knows.
I gave the answer, sir. I gave the answer.
Okay, so we already moved on. So like you
the homegirl didn't move on though.
Yeah. So why'd you lump me into it?
Your homegirl didn't move on. Then get your homegirl together because she didn't move on.
It's not my homegirl.
Oh, I already moved on. Where are you going?
That's to you because you asked me. I can't do nothing else.
Again, you've been saying the same thing over and over again. Your answer
really are saying the same thing.
Love it. Move on.
Broken record evolution.
Let me tell you about Jeff Whitman.
Wait. Okay. So. Okay. So Sheree, salute to you for being here. All right, I kind of missed out on what you said because I was busy reading the comments. What was you saying that was like a broken record to you?
Well, because a lot of the things that she was repeating is what she said even before I came on panel. So it does sound kind of like a broken record when the question was just yes or no.
You was talking, so basically you was referring to B-Eazy's question not being properly answered. Basically.
Again, I'm not mad at anybody, obviously.
I didn't say you was mad. But no, I was just trying to get an understanding of where you was coming from. That's all.
Yeah. Well, my whole deal was the question was a simple yes or no. And like with women, which by the way, I totally get accused of doing this way too many times, of trying to justify your yes when it's just a simple yes.
I get it. So basically, you're basically just saying that Evolution did not get to the point. She did not answer B-Eazy's questions. So you're trying to say she danced around his question or tiptoeing around.
Yeah. Versus just giving a straightforward answer. It's yes or no.
Bingo.
M3, I respect you and I respect your show. So I'm going to show what my therapist taught me, not how I would normally handle her. I'm going to give you that because you got that, King. You know what I'm saying? So
I appreciate it,
Yeah, King. Okay.
I respect you as a black man.
Finally a compliment.
But if you need to
go
yeah, but hold on for a second. But Evolution, if you need to express your mind, feel free to do that within like 3 minutes because we're going to be shutting down pretty soon.
Hey, Evolution, I'm sensing growth out of you. I like how you did that. That was diplomatic.
Evolution is evolving.
Yeah, she's.
I'm the change. It's me.
Okay, be the change you want to see. I respect that.
Yeah, you know, because this is the thing, right? I always get this. Everywhere I go, it's always one woman that have an issue with me. She's usually one woman on the panel. You know what I'm saying? That want to make her debut by making me look some type of way. You get what I'm saying? But it don't happen. These brothers, they know me. You get what I'm saying? So that's not gonna happen. I'm already
again,
validated. I don't need your
I
help
like.
when you can't do anything to me, is what I'm saying. I gave my answer. You ain't like it. Guess what? You could check out. Now, for you leaving, I could get 10 more people to come in here. It doesn't matter to me. You can't tell me a yes or no answer. You can't do that. I don't know. You can't do that. That's all I'm saying. And I'm being real nice with this situation. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody got to
Because
turn
your
the.
tone and everything.
Yeah, man.
It's like
Somebody
you're
at
trying
the
to
airport or
dominate
something.
up here. That's not how we do it. I gave that man my answer. He was okay with it. Whatever. If he wasn't, he didn't say anything. So that's what it is. There's no other way I can give him that answer. I gave it to him. I'm really not a yes or no person. You get what I'm saying? I feel like if you give a yes or no answer without any, you can't explain it, then somebody can change your narrative. And nobody will ever change my narrative. You get what I'm saying?
I prefer like a yes or no, but just have an explanation after your yes and after your no.
There you go.
Yes, but she's saying no, you can't do that. So you get what I'm saying?
I don't think she's
a problem for me.
I don't think she's saying no, you can't. Well, okay, maybe probably
Ray
says,
came
no,
for
you can't
war.
do that. I think she was just trying to say get to the point of it. That's what I thought she was saying. Dang,
But that's the thing. You came and asked me, I already gave the answer. So how did you get to the point? I already gave the answer. You late. So how was it I didn't get to the point?
She do have a good point, though. You did kind of came in late.
The point was already done. After she got it, I was already done. So you wanted to come up with I'm in therapy, miss. You ain't gonna get that reaction out of me. And
So could you move this along? Because I know you about to.
Yeah, I would like to move it.
On my reality show.
I get you. I get you. So look, everybody. I mean, we're pretty much done because I know Sophisticated Jerk. He has to go. I'm about to go. I had to go for a date. You know what I mean? While still early on this lovely Saturday.
Okay, macaroni, looking like somebody's uncle. He looking like Uncle Cletus up there.
He looks like what?
Uncle Cletus.
I thought you said Cleveland from Family Guy. Never mind.
You got to be black to understand that, bro.
Well, I want to say
this was actually go ahead.
I'll jump
Foxy,
down.
go ahead.
I just salute to you again, Sophisticated Jerk and M3 for Intellectual Box as well. Salute. And somebody in the chat had mentioned, when it comes to parenting, it is man and woman. It's mother and father, and then the standards. See, I think that's where we get caught up with. First of all, the mother is the teacher first. Not to say that the father isn't, but there's different roles. That's what we're losing sight of. You each have a role in your household. You can't be.
Well, I think
yes
the other is that roles can.
Hold on, let her finish. Y'all let her finish.
She was still talking.
I'm trying to get out of here. So you can digress and say what you need to say afterwards. But what I'm saying is, and when it comes, because really this is all really about parenting. Even back to homegirl who's got 2 other kids and she smashed a little young guy. It's about parenting. Whether you want to be a parent by yourself or you want to co-parent, however that goes, if it works well, just don't look for the other parent to be there when you chose to stand your ground and say, no, I'll take care of this child. I am a product of both parents in the household and also both parents being divorced. And it does play an effect on the children. And so you do need to, be mindful about how, can you scout out a person before you go and have sex with them and then, have a baby? Not necessarily. Sometimes it's a one night stand. Sometimes it's, whatever the case may be. But, be mindful about it's not just you alone now. Like even if you can't get along with this other person that you procreated with, like you gotta draw the line in the sand somewhere, because you're gonna need that parent to come in and step in. If they're around and they're able to do that, like being not, incarcerated or in the hospital or dead. You really want to work some type of co-parenting relationship out. Doesn't mean y'all need to get together, but that's it. Foxy Moon premieres. I'm signing out. Thank you for having me up on the panel. Peace to everybody in the panel and in the chat. Salute.
All right, shout out to you, Foxy. You're always welcome back. You always got a dope perspective.
Wonderful evening.
Sophisticated Jerk, what you about to say?
Oh, no, I was just going to say, hey, man, this was, these topics, I like the different opinions and stuff. So anybody, even though we might disagree, hey, I still we love the perspective. So like Foxy, Evolution, 84, and everybody else, y'all always welcome back. So I think evolution is dope, even though she had a different opinion.
Way different opinion, but no, that's definitely dope. I consider it like intellectual sparring. So as long as we don't like go overboard to disrespect each other, the intellectual banter back and forth is just going to strengthen everyone's mind. So salute to the panel and the fam.
And B-Eazy, man, he one of the dopest dudes in his space, man. Critical thinking and stuff.
Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all, we all make each other better. You know what I mean? So even when, like I said, even when you disagree, somebody challenging your point makes your point that much more cogent, or you see where the deficiencies is, so that you can kind of tighten up. You know what I mean? So, this is all love. No ill feelings. So salute to y'all.
Right. And let me make sure I put this banner up real quick before anybody else say anything, right? Because again, this is for entertainment purposes. So things that we do talk about when we go back and forth, let's say like, me and B-Eazy or Sophisticated Jerk versus like, Best in Evolution. All this is like just loving for the fun of it. You know what I mean? So I love these type of sparrings because, ain't nobody arguing. It's just that, we could be wrong. We could be right. Other than that, we don't care about it. We just like to have fun and just entertain you guys. So salute to everybody that came up.
It's love, fun, and learning. Because I've learned a lot from kind of watching this banter type of stuff. And listening to other people's point of views and go, maybe that's not my point of view, but it's somebody else's, and I can completely respect that.
Cool.
Evolution came for war today, though, boy. Where you from, Evolution? What part of Brooklyn?
I just want to say,
you from Marcy Project?
Nah, I'm from Brownsville.
Oh, yeah, that's why I knew it. I was like, she got to be from Brownsville, man, because I'm from Best Eye. I'm from Tompkins.
You from Antioch? Yeah, that fool.
Yeah, I'm from Brooklyn.
Okay, you from where the MOP, the Mash Out Posse at, right?
Yeah, she from that neck of the woods.
Okay.
Brooklyn is a bridge, no? So you're from the bridge area of Brooklyn?
Brooklyn? New York?
Brooklyn is a bridge, no?
Yeah,
well, there's a bridge, but Brooklyn is a borough.
Too.
Yeah, my man tripping.
It's a bridge. Hey, if you ask Evolution, it's a way of life, right?
Yeah.
It is. I put Brooklyn on my back everywhere I go. I want to say, guys, if y'all know anything about me, y'all will learn I love arguing. I love it.
Oh, we got that.
You know what I'm saying? Yes.
Sure, that's why
that was very apparent.
If I argue with you, I probably respect you, because if I don't argue with you, then I'm just not gonna say nothing. You just unalive to me. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that we could have these arguments and talk, and it was respectful, I appreciate it. I know
and passionate
never
too,
gonna
right?
want me to come up again.
Oh no, you gotta come back. You come back next week.
Of course.
I always watch the show. I just be in the comments, but this one kind of hit me. Y'all are amazing at what y'all do. Let me give y'all the respect and flowers y'all deserve. This is a really popping show on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? I respect what y'all doing. You get what I'm saying? I'm super spicy and a firecracker. So y'all can get along with me and understand me, then I don't mind coming up. I love what y'all do.
Oh, yeah. Now definitely pull back up.
Things for real. I got to give y'all flowers. Definitely.
Hey, look,
can I
if you
get
survive
my
an argument with black...
I give my closing statement. What up, baby?
What up, Mr. Best? Let's
give my closing statement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, look, Evolution arguing with everybody. She argued with me only one time, but she apologized. We all good. Listen, let me say this, right? At the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, man, shout out to the fly people, man. The fly Negroes, you know what I mean? The fly niggas, you know what I mean? Shout out to the fly misses, you know what I mean? The fly women that got their own.
Thank you, Mr. Best. Thank
you know what I mean? Fly high, y'all. Salute, baby. Salute to the fly. You know what I'm saying?
We
We ain't worried about nothing up here, baby. You know what I mean? We ain't worried about nothing. We ain't worried about none of that. You know what I'm saying? All them dudes that's crying on the internet because somebody played them. Hey, stop crying. Go get you a therapist. Go get you a bottle, whatever you need. And all the women stop crying on you too. Everybody stop crying. Go do you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the fly ones. You know what I mean?
No, I don't believe you, but hey, I'm all up for it.
All right, everybody. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Anyways, you know what I'm trying to say, right? Thank you for your return. Thank you for coming up here.
V. We just call him V. We gonna keep it simple.
Yeah, V. Yeah, we'll just call you V. You know, until I get
You're
the
talking about me?
right. Yeah,
Yeah,
we just want to say thank you for coming up.
Yeah, thank you too.
Yeah, B-Eazy for president, man. Make sure y'all vote for him. Like, you know what I mean? Thank you for coming
Very
up,
funny.
B-Eazy.
Well, it's almost 11 in the night over here, so I'm going to.
Oh, sure, you didn't go to bed then.
Yeah, you gotta get the
shout out
nap
to
in, man.
late to the vault.
You're lucky it's the weekend over here. Well, technically the weekend is ending right now, but whatever.
Well, anyways, I'm trying to start my weekend up right now, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and cut this stream, y'all, and shout out to the people who's watching us on the Instagram chat too. So salutes to Fly Nurse and wife. Salutes to Joe the writer. Salutes to I forgot her name. Salutes to Miss Angel 91.
Quantum Love.
Yeah, Quantum Love always be in the building, showing love. Shout out to Quantum.
Oh yeah. I shout out Quantum Love already numerous times.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
And Simon Hectic in the building.
Simon Hectic, Miss Nebraska. Yeah,
Miss Nebraska.
A dope little.
Miss Nebraska, I love her.
Even though
shout out to Sheree.
Yeah, Sheree too.
And OG Patrice, she was in the building as well. Salutes to Stan, man, with all these donations. Gosh, man, he just made us even more richer, though.
Oh, it's Stan the MVP. He can't. He said money talks.
This is now the Stan show. We gonna rename this if Stan throwing paper like that.
Right. Yeah. You know, he said overall, no one is getting married. Those big bad babies are giving women access of that of a wife lifestyle without being a wife. Then he also says one thing for sure: getting pregnant by a black man. I'm rich, you know what I mean? But the money ain't corny though. Have this baby, you know?
Shout out to Wally too, man.
Oh yeah,
Wally was in the building.
First, man, you know. Shout out to Wally as well. He says by the power of NFL baby daddy. I think he said by the power of the NFL baby daddy. Dreyer has the power. Okay. Like kind of like what's it called? Remember that commercial? No, not that commercial, but remember that movie like when damn, it was like a black kung fu movie, and he was getting his behind whooped by damn, what's that dude's name? He had like the craziest Jerry curl too though. Show enough. He was getting his behind whooped.
Yeah.
What's the name of the movie, Bees? I forget, man. But he was like who got the power?
I want to say The Last Dragon.
I think it was like The Last Dragon. And then he said, I got the power. And then he had like that Super Saiyan.
Yeah. That's what it's called. It's called The Last Dragon. And
The Last Dragon. Shona, Bruce Leroy.
Yeah, exactly.
Bruce Leroy. Yeah.
And you know that came out in '85, bro.
Yeah, that movie old as hell.
Yeah. And what's so crazy is that it's better than a lot of movies out now. That's wild, bro.
Hey, for real though, you ain't lying about that. I might have to like try to look that up, man, so I can watch The Last Dragon.
I have to watch that.
But anyways, man, I don't mean to hold y'all up, man. So salute to you, B-Eazy. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, definitely B-Eazy. Keep pulling up, man. I love your perspective, man. Straight up.
Y'all gotta, and like Evolution said, like you guys really do got a hot show, bro. So like, you know, I know we all fam and stuff, but you know, you guys really do a lot. You know, it's like a balance of sophistication, humor. You know, it gets a little spicy, but not like disrespectful, you know. So in terms of the entertainment and informative value, man, you guys are spot on, bro. So really salute to you guys for that.
I appreciate that, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you, man. All right, cool, man. Well, salute.
All right, peace out, bro.
All right, man.
You too. Well, everybody, man, thank you for tuning in, man, to Reckless Reviews with M3 and the Sophisticated Jerk. Damn, man. After all that sparring, man, I feel like my lips is getting dry. But let me go ahead, man.
Yeah, I'm about to go hit my happy hour, man, and stuff. But no, that was a great show, man. I definitely was fun, man. Shout out to Evolution and B-Eazy, man.
Hey, we had 18 viewers all together, though. So, like, a lot of people was tuning in, though. So, shout outs to everybody from all different platforms. Hopefully, you guys subscribe to, Knowledge and Relationships, the Intellectual Soapbox. You know, definitely make sure you put a plug into your channel as well. Sophisticated Jerk. You know,
check out Manic Sophistication. You know, we do our thing over here, but you catch me over here quite a bit also. You know, I try to jump on everybody's shows and stuff. I got to get on Grace and I got to get on Evolution's show. So when I figure out everybody's schedule, I'm going to start popping up on those. But yeah, shout out to everybody.
Yeah, make sure you guys follow Embrace the Grace. Like, you know,
Yeah, Grace, she's got some great content, man. I definitely like watching her videos.
And become a fellow embracer, you know. But anyways, everybody, peace and salutes, man. And we are definitely out, man. So much love, man. And thank you very much.
All right. Peace, everybody.
All right. Peace.